push it real good. Hi, everyone. Do you want to come closer?
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. We're a few minutes behind. I've been sick for a month, and I lost my voice today. But I am determined to be here with you. I just may not talk quite. I have tea. I have energy drinks. I have whiskey.
You might hear me talking a little bit more.
You may hear her talking more.
Speaking of which, my drink's all the way over.
I don't have COVID, but I sure have had this, whatever this is, for, I was sick the whole time in Denver.
Yeah, you've been stuck with it for a few weeks now.
I have. So we're going to do our best for you guys today. Francine's excited about Moldavite. I don't know that I have Moldavite for you today, but I'm glad you're excited. Save that excitement for other things. Anyway, I'm glad that you're not sick of us, and I will stay with you for as long as I can today. I have soul shift tomorrow and fall equinox ceremony on Thursday, so I've got a lot on my plate, and I want to be as well as I can be. Losing my voice was a little weird today. Okay, I'm not going to crunch anything. I can't really eat. So the good news is I won't be crunching in your ear.
And I will not be crunching either.
She doesn't crunch either. That's more of a Dave situation. Okay, so we'll do our best to get to everything you want to see. Annette's 84-year-old mom is watching tonight. Hey, what's your mom's name? Hi, Annette's mom. I love that you're here. I don't know if you are into crystals and everything like your beautiful daughter. Annette is one of our beloved members of our community, and I don't have my mom anymore, so maybe for tonight Annette's mom can adopt me. Aww. I am fully available for adoption, Annette's mom, and by the way, I pay all my own bills. I don't even need a place to live. I just need somebody to hug me once in a while. So it'd be great if I could have a surrogate mom.
Katrina, I see your request to show the skull pipes early.
Yeah, we see you guys. We'll do everything we can, okay? Yeah, and your mom loves crystals. Aren't you a lucky duck, Annette? That is just so cool. So anyway, we are happy to be here with you guys, and we're going to stay with you as long as we can. Okay, Alexys is going to tell you all the things not to do while I smile at you.
So the first thing you want to do is, in order to participate, you have to have an account on sagegoddess.com, and you have to make sure that your YouTube handle is added to your account on sagegoddess.com under your account details. So you can go do that now. That's how we find you to invoice you. Athena's going to talk about the items, and she's going to teach you about them, and then once she says the amount that we have and the price, Team SG, you'll see them in the yellow box, will comment and prompt you to bid. Only bids placed after Team SG comments are the ones that will be counted. If you place your bid before they comment, it will not be counted. Thank you for being here, Team SG. We love you. Please only bid on what you're serious about. You can't back out during the sale. So anything that you bid on that you end up changing your mind, please don't do that. But if you do have to, you'll have to contact support separately. And I think that's everything.
Live chat, not top
live
chat.
Live chat, not top chat. That's the one.
And ours is actually on top chat. So look at us, even doing the wrong thing. Sage Goddess is Karen Brown today.
Well,
Karen and other members of Team SG.
Karen actually doesn't moderate SGTV. She usually sneaks on in just because she likes to. Team SG is Sabrina, Caitlin, Rachel, Amber, and Sophia. And I think maybe Lila. I don't want to leave her out, but
Hi, Lila.
That's our main moderating team. And Karen usually sneaks in just to cause trouble.
I call it good trouble. Oh, Annette's mom is crying. She loved being seen.
Aww.
You're very special. Your daughter's beautiful. You did a good job, Mama.
Oh, thank you, Debbie. Please only bid one time, too.
Yeah, only bid once.
So basically, please only bid once. Multiple bids confuses our team, and it takes away from the opportunity of someone else to get that item. Also, we only accept one bid at a time. So if you want two of an item, you can only do so if we have leftovers. And then I think sometimes when everyone is commenting at once, your feed will look different than our team's feed. They have to go off of what they see. So just please understand that they try really hard to keep it fair for you guys. And then I think I'm done.
Yeah, I don't want any more rules.
I think I'm done with that.
I'm all done with that too. Okay, that's as much rules as I can do. I know now I'm gonna break them all and fuck it up. Anyway, we're happy that you're here. Very happy that you're here, and so many of you are just. I just hope you know how special it is when you guys are here. I'm seeing you all in the feed, and we're delighted that you're here. So, Dream Team back in the house from Denver. Most of the things we're going to show you today are Denver situations, things that we brought back from the Denver Gem Show. Oh, I have an extra little giveaway from Denver that I put in my suitcase for you. Don't let me forget.
Yeah,
it's a bracelet.
I'll make a note. Athena giveaway.
I have I find stuff and Spirit's like, that's a giveaway for Denver, and I specifically put it in my suitcase. I have not unpacked my Denver stones just yet, but I specifically unpacked this one today because I bought it for the show. So I will not forget, and it is a giveaway. All right, no more rules. That's boring. Let's do something fun. What are we going to talk about?
I was thinking fluorite.
Fluorite's been kind of the stone of the month.
Let me get everything.
What number is this one?
Here. This is number 20.
Okay. So fluorite comes from two places in the world. It comes from China and comes from Mexico. If you're speaking the original form of Spanish. It was really cool when I've been to Mexico many times, but I really spent a lot of time in Mexico in 2019, and I got the whole deep dive on why some people still call it Mexico, which is pretty cool. So anyway, whether you call it Mexico or Mexico, what I have to tell you is this is not from Mexico. This is from China. The Chinese fluorite and the Mexican fluorite are a little bit different. You do not see big points of fluorite like this from Mexico. The fluorite that you tend to see from Mexico tend to be smaller pieces. If you see generators, they're smaller. The Chinese fluorite is bigger. It crystallizes bigger. The fluorite geodes are bigger in China. And so when you see, Mexico is Mexico. Seriously, I would live in Mexico. It's my favorite country in the world. No question about it. It really is my favorite country in the world. So anyway, but this is from China. Now, we thought this was kind of cool to bring you these generators. Couple reasons. First of all, we're studying China in my crystal healing class. We just had crystal masters yesterday, so it's kind of on the heels of that. Feels right. And then I will tell you the number one thing I'm noticing right now, and I have a lot of healer friends. We talk about these things like, what are you noticing right now? I had 2 sessions with my own energy healers this morning, back to back, which was intense. I don't normally do them both on the same day, but I did them both today because my week is so busy. And one of the things I talked about with one of them is what they are noticing is people feeling lost. COVID kind of flipped everybody on their head a little bit, like people changed jobs and they moved and they divorced and they left relationships and they turned everything upside down, or they lost people they loved, right? And maybe my mom didn't die of COVID, but I lost her during COVID. And so it's been this part of this, like, just worlds turning upside down. This is the stone of finding your true path. And there are very few stones in the gem and mineral world that really have that as their primary vibration or frequency. So when you feel lost, the number one stone I'm always going to tell you to work with is fluorite. It's the Dharma stone. We all have a Dharma. We all have a purpose, something that we're meant to be committed to in this lifetime, whether that's teaching or sharing information or whatever it is. So yeah, COVID made people reset, but then they reset and they realized that didn't make them happy. So now where are we? I reset my whole life and I'm still not happy. That's the temperature that my energy healers and therapists and people are seeing. They reset, they thought everything was going to be better, and now they're like, and I'm still not happy, right? And the reality is that's because people looked externally. I'm going to change my job. I'm going to change where I live. I'm going to change all these things. And then they realized happiness is an inside job. So you can move, you can change jobs, you can kick your partner to the curb, you can do all these things, but unless you're addressing the internal challenges that you face, then the external shifts are not going to have any impact. So anyway, that's where people are right now. So that's why I think fluorite is kind of the stone of the moment, because it's going to help you do the inner work. Until you find happiness here, you will never find it with another person or at a job or in a new city. Unless you find purpose here, you're never going to find it. It's not going to be waiting for you when you get home on your doorstep from DoorDash, right? So it's like we have to ultimately go within to find our purpose.
Are you hot?
No, but
It might
will you
just
turn
be
it down?
Yeah, I don't know if it was just me. Oh,
Alexis
yeah,
and I
it's
are
not
always a
just
little
me.
hormonal.
Yeah.
For different reasons. She's half my age, but we both are like little old ladies. We're always hot. Anyway, we have 4 sizes of these. Now, here's what's special about these. And we'll give you a close, tight shot. This is not regular fluorite. This is dendritic fluorite. Yeah, Cleo's asking, and you're 2 steps ahead of me. This is dendritic fluorite. What does that mean? Do you see the little black things that look like fern or a plant or whatever? That isn't a plant. I'm obsessed with dendrites, by the way. So if I get super geeky on you and you're like, why is she so excited about this? Even though I'm like losing my voice, I still have to do this whole cheerleader thing about dendrites. So dendrites look like fern. In fact, when I first started collecting crystals 100 years ago, I thought it was like a fossil. It was only later that I realized it's actually iron and manganese that creates those little, see that little, like, looks like a little fern or something. It's not. It's actually iron. But it creates these little patterns inside. Whenever dendrite, okay, forms inside of another stone, and the matrix tends to be either quartz or fluorite. Dendritic fluorite's pretty rare. Whenever dendrites form in a matrix, that tells you that stone is also for manifestation. That is, when you see a dendrite, at least for me, I always think of it as manifestation, because that is a metal, right, iron, forming into what looks like a natural life form. It's absolute pure magic. So this is about manifesting your purpose. Isn't that cool? And they all have the dendrites. So if you don't have dendritic fluorite, that's one of our Denver finds. We thought it was really cool. Now, I've talked too much already, and we only have 24 of these.
Yeah, we have 4 different sizes.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, like 30 of these. There's 4 sizes. The small I have the most of. Those are under $80.
What's the size?
4 to 5 inches. Then the medium is 5 to 6 inches, under $90. The large is 6 to 7 inches, under $100. And then the Don't Hurt Yourself, 7 to 8 inches, under $110.
Here they all are lined up together.
So Carissa Maria, fluorite, purple in fluorite is fluorite. Fluorite actually crystallizes in almost the entire rainbow. There's blue, there's green, there's purple, there's pink, and there's even a clear kind of almost a gray silver fluorite.
And I saw orange recently.
And she saw orange fluorite and took me over and showed it to me in person, which was super cool to see orange fluorite, also from China. So the most common color of all fluorite is purple, then it goes green, then it goes blue and pink, and then the orange is going to be the rarest color of fluorite on the planet. There's yellow too, that's exactly right, and Maruta, it's also from China. So yeah, it's kind of like, for me, fluorite is like tourmaline, because tourmaline has the same thing, right? Where you'll see purple and pink and green and yellow, and it's all the same stone. It's just what changes the color in stones are 2 things: surrounding minerals in the matrix and temperature in the growth process. An example of this is beryl, right? So beryl grows in pink, which is morganite, blue, which is aquamarine, yellow is heliodor. The difference is how long it's been in the earth, how hot the temperatures got at any different point, and then the mineral inclusions in the surrounding soil. That's the geology of what causes different color fluctuations in a single mineral group. Okay, so you ready? Small is 79, I have 15. Medium is 89, I have 8. Large is 99, I have 8. Jumbo, Don't Hurt Yourself, is 109, and I have 8.
Crazy prices.
For dendritic fluorite, which is super rare, that's nuts.
All right, they're waiting for the price.
Yeah, so Team SG will say it.
Oh wait, did you say the price? Oh yeah, you did.
Yep. Now they're waiting for Team SG to say the price.
I'm just like, all right, Athena, like, let's get this going.
I don't feel good, but I'm not loca and la cabeza.
Apparently I am, because I completely missed you saying. You know what I thought
they
you
want
were
me to
doing?
sing the barrel song.
I thought you were doing this one's under this one, and then I thought you were going to go back, but
I did
you said
that,
the
actually.
actual price.
I did. I know. Wait, it's okay. No, I need to. I'm fucked up today. I'm not in my right head. Because blue beryl is aquamarine, and yellow beryl is heliodor, and pink beryl is morganite, and green beryl is emerald, and white clear beryl is goshenite, and red beryl is bixbite. Did I miss anything?
We don't have any specific barrels in today's lineup.
I don't think there's any barrels.
But we do have Kunzite, and I spotted at least one of the pieces did grow with some aquamarine. So maybe we can move on to that.
Let's do it.
Right.
Kunzite's not a barrel.
Well, it's not a barrel, but it grows with barrels.
It grows with barrel. What I mean. Kunzite is a member of the spodumene family. Spodumene, spodumene. And spodumene grows in 3 colors, pink, yellow, and green. The pink is called Kunzite, the yellow and green is called Hessianite. I developed an absolute obsession, again, in Denver. Every show I go to, I develop an obsession.
Yes, that's true.
I do, don't you think? And then I buy every form of it I can find. My latest obsession is spodumene. And I've been doing this for 1,000 years. Like, I don't know why I get all re-obsessed with things. We've never had big natural pieces of Kunzite like this ever. This was another crazy Denver find. That one has aquamarine and black tourmaline, like, because spodumene grows with tourmaline.
So these ones, there's only one of each size.
Oh, really? That's it?
And I think this is the only one that I see that grew with the aquamarine.
Ooh.
So this one right here is the smallest size.
Don't miss
and
that.
It's got a little bit of aquamarine. We recently changed the coloration, like we changed the tone on the light that's attached to the camera, and I'm pleased because you can see the pink a lot better.
It is. It's much better. That was Dave, by the way, who fixed the tone on the light.
He did a really great job. So there's the pink, and then you can see the blue aquamarine. There's a little bit right there. And
what I'm going to tell you is these are all under $500.
Which is insane.
Like even this 6.5 inch, this piece right here, under $500. The retail value of that should be close to $1,500 or $2,000. It's crazy to me that we even have this. But there's only one of each. Do you have your fingers ready? The small one is 4 inches, under $300. That's under $300.
That's the one with the aquamarine right there. So you're getting a triple whammy with this one. Even the back.
I know.
Really
and they all stand up on their own.
They all stand up on their own.
Which I really like. And then this one has all kinds of, look at the shimmer on the surface of that medium-sized piece. That's my favorite piece.
This one's really
That one's under $350. Look at that.
It's so pretty.
If this doesn't, so Kunzite heals the family. And I always say if it doesn't work, then just pick it up and throw it at the family member who's driving you crazy. I'll take care of it.
I'll do the job.
You know? You're having your Thanksgiving dinner and you're like, wow, this really didn't work this year. I still don't like Aunt Betty. And then you just huck it across the table.
I got my dress at a thrift store, actually.
It's very cute.
I went to New Mexico to visit a friend of mine, and I found it there. I was like, oh, it's cute.
It's really cute.
Thank you.
The little cherries are cute.
Thank you. So the small size is about
teal barrel is cesium. That's sexy. I'm here for that. That's true. We learned that from Rasa. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the prices are small piece $2.99, medium piece $3.49, large piece $4.99. I only have one of each. Ready, go.
And congratulations.
You know what? Nobody liked Betty.
What? Are you talking about like Betty and Veronica?
No, like Betty at my Thanksgiving table.
Oh. I was like, I like Betty, like from the Archie comics.
I Betty.
Did you ever read the Archie comics?
Like 1,000 years ago, yeah.
I remember they used to have them in like with the magazines at like Ralph's or something. But it was like the smaller one.
Yeah.
And my mom used to let me pick one out when we would go grocery shopping.
Did you ever like Mad Libs? I really liked Mad Libs.
I did go through a Mad Libs phase. I'm
a writer, I loved Mad Libs.
It was a very silly, like, little kid phase of Mad Libs. Like, it wasn't eloquent at all, I'll say that.
Was it, like, X-rated, though? I loved Mad Libs.
I did love Mad Libs.
You know what's so funny? And it's sad. Like, I think if I brought Mad Libs home today for my kids, they would literally look at me like I had mental problems. Because it's probably so boring to them. But if I'd had Snapchat and stuff, I probably wouldn't have done Mad Libs, you know?
I still see them sometimes at the store. Like, I'll see the little booklets. David makes fun of me because I'm a word search kind of girl.
Yeah, I like word searches.
And, like, sometimes I'll be sucked into, like, at, like, Joann's and
Uh-huh,
Michael's and stuff, they have the big spiral
The big
bound
ones, yeah.
for, like, $10 with hundreds of word searches. And it's okay. I'll just sit and do them while I watch
Do you guys like word searches? I know, I like word searches too.
I
like the memes where it says like the first 3 words you find
those
are
are
you.
fun.
I like
we've made
those.
a couple here too. Those are really, really fun.
I think we should make weird ones though with like,
oh, you guys, the medium size is still left.
oh, the medium size is
hold on,
$3.49.
let me go grab it again for you guys.
Yeah. You guys like word search and Mad Libs. That makes me feel not alone.
Did you see someone from our team said our life is Mad Libs? So this medium size is still left.
That's true.
It really is. The entire thing is a pink.
This is my favorite piece. How have you guys not taken this one yet? Dave says he likes big memes. He likes big memes and he cannot lie.
Wait, is he commenting?
Yeah. Okay, this is my favorite piece. Please come get this. It's $3.49. They will have my favorite piece of Kunzite ever. It's the biggest piece of Kunzite with this kind of light play that we've ever had. So just say Kunzite $3.49 sold.
$3.49. All right, I see someone commenting.
Yeah.
Good. We couldn't let that.
That makes me happy because I really do think that's a beautiful piece. And I'm actually really not kidding. Kunzite is, all the pink stones heal your heart. It's really true. But they all have a different job. Rhodochrosite's different from Kunzite. Kunzite's different from rose quartz. Rose quartz is different from cobaltocalcite. Cobaltocalcite is different from rhodonite. You know what I mean? They all have a slightly different job that they do in the heart healing family. And this is the only one that really is about the nuclear. The close relationships that you have and healing those. So,
do you guys want us to do a Sage Goddess Mad Libs meme? That could be funny. Like, we could put together.
But I want it to be
story.
naughty though.
We should make it a competition.
Once upon a time, I was in a blank room with a bunch of blank people.
Do you guys want to do a Mad Libs contest?
And I felt blank.
Like, we could write the little story with the blanks.
Yeah.
And then you guys could enter, like, we could do a fun prize or something. Let's think about it. Okay. Let's figure it. Rachel, or Team SG, can you guys make a note for our team? So Katrina asked that we do the skull pipes early.
He's telling you to focus. I don't want you to focus.
Focus.
Someone needs to block Dave.
Dave, I'm the one trying to move on to the next product.
Well, but anyway, we have really good ideas, but you want your peepas, and I don't blame you. Okay, I use a pipe like this for ceremony. Okay.
Someone unplug Alexis.
It was my fault. I'm the one who started it. Okay. Now the pipes are.
This is line number 28.
Okay. These are from Mexico, from Mexico. So earlier I was like, oh, I love Mexico, but these aren't from Mexico. These are actually from Mexico. We have a couple of items tonight from Mexico. These are Onyx from Mexico, and they're hand carved. They're under $40. I have 50 of these. These, for me, what I do, now you can use these for whatever you smoke, right? And I'm not a big smoker because my mom had COPD, so I'm not a huge fan of it. But I do sometimes smoke mapacho tobacco for ceremony, which is an offering to the grandfather spirit. So we bring that in to honor the divine masculine. And so if you have mapacho, this is a great, I have a pipe very similar to this, also made in Mexico. It's a treasure in my collection. This is also a great gift to give somebody too, especially if you're like a spiritual teacher and you don't know what to give your student. My favorite pipe was gifted to me by one of my teachers after she led me through tobacco ceremony. She initiated me into tobacco medicine. That was not a comfortable experience. She made a tincture and I had to inhale it, and you have to take it all the way through your nasal cavity and it has to come down the other side. It was very uncomfortable, but I got initiated into it. We only have 20? I thought it said 50. Oh, it is 20. Sorry about that. Okay, so get your fingers ready. These are $39 for a hand-carved onyx skull ceremonial pipe.
They are usable.
They are usable, and I do recommend having a special pipe for ceremony. Especially if you do use a pipe for other things, if you use it for cannabis, if you use it for other things, I wouldn't let this be your recreational pipe. I would set this aside as a ceremonial tool.
It doesn't have a carb.
No, it does not.
It's still usable, but I know some people, like, I don't want anyone to be caught off guard.
Mine doesn't have a carb. I use it.
Fingers ready, Dave said.
I know, ready to go. I'm really excited for you. It's such a great price, and they're beautiful. And some of them are white onyx, and some of them are black onyx, and the piece that you get will be... And that one has a heart on the side. Did you show them?
Oh,
that's the one I love. This one has a little heart.
That's very cute.
Isn't that sweet?
Very cute.
I love that. Are you both wearing the carnelian ring, or maybe I need to put my glasses on? No, I don't have carnelian on.
Can a cat use those pipes? Dave, I'm getting in trouble with Dave for not focusing, and he's not setting anyone up for success.
Of course cats can use those pipes. Why don't I take about half an hour to show you how?
No. What should we talk about next?
We have cats that live in our parking lot. I should go get one of them and strap them down and make them use a pipe, since he was asking.
Do you want to talk about black tourmaline?
Yes. These are here because I requested these. I'm so sorry about my voice, everybody. I'm really sorry.
This is line number 44.
Smudgy's so chill he doesn't need to smoke. He's a whole mood. He really is.
Felix smokes out. We all know it.
Felix. Poor Felix. He's feeling so called out right now. He's at home going,
where is HR?
Just kidding. Are the cats spayed and neutered? No, they're feral. I haven't taken them and spayed and neutered them. I need to. They're called Bee and Bop. Get it? Bebop. One of them has stripes, so that one my kids said is the bee. And the other one is the bop.
So black tourmaline is the most protective and grounding mineral you can work with. These are particularly cool because they have been polished with the natural termination. So tourmaline does grow with terminations, and these have the natural terminations here. That's why they're only 3-sided. 3 is the number of the Holy Trinity.
Keep on going. No, I'm so proud of her. Like, no, nobody even needs me anymore. Like, I have nothing else to offer. Anyway, do you want it?
What else? So 3. So in Christianity, it's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And then in other cultures, 3 is significant in other cultures.
Maiden, Mother, Crone.
Yes, Maiden, Mother, Crone.
And then for men, it's is it Prince, Wizard? No, Prince, Warrior, Wizard. For men, and then but we also think of it like there's 3 primary moon phases when we think of the triple moon, right? So it isn't just a Christian reference. And then in shamanism we have the 3 worlds, right? The lower world, which is the world of the minerals and the bones. There's the 3 fatas, right, in Greek mythology. Thank you for that, Maruda. The middle world in shamanism is the world, the here now, the kaipacha, like you and me. And then there's the upper world, which is like guardian spirits, higher self, ascended masters, all of the... Right, and then trifecta, right, which is and literally comes from the Latin meaning the union and completion of 3, right? So, anyway, I wanted you to have these. It is very rare to find a black tourmaline generator that isn't carved. They'll carve them into points. You've seen it. We've brought them to you. It's not that that's not special, but this is actually a naturally terminated black tourmaline crystal.
So cool.
So if you've wanted something like this, Team SG, I'm going to underlist this by 1 because the reality is I don't have a 6-inch black tourmaline generator in my collection. I never had one, right?
Martha's asking to see the bottom of it. So it is polished on the bottom. They beveled it, which I think is really special. I always love seeing beveled generators. It just means that the artisan took extra care with it, and that's what it looks like, the full thing. It's your protection pillar.
It is. And this, so for me, black tourmaline belongs either right inside your house, like right near the entrance, or outside. I love the idea, and some of you have done this because you have apartments with little patios. My first apartment, like when you walked up the stairs, there was a little patio, and it was just like my private little patio for my apartment, and I had a little altar there. So if you have an apartment or a condo and you have a little outdoor altar, this is a great place for that. Or right inside your house. because black tourmaline protects the nouns, people, places, and things. So it protects cars, it protects people, it protects homes, it protects possessions. That's really what black tourmaline is all about. So these are, I have 7 because I'm keeping 1. They're 6 inches. They're under $120.
They're super special. So congratulations.
Yeah, congrats in advance. These do have quartz in them, so you can absolutely use this as a centerpiece of a grid. And I really would love to see you have an outdoor protection grid. I think that is a brilliant thing to do. And this is a stone that can stand up to the elements. So 119, we have 7. If you want it, there it is.
Breezy Ray, the white could be milky quartz.
It's
quartz. I believe it could also be feldspar. I mean, this is quartz, but white and tourmaline could also be feldspar.
Yeah.
Or albite, I think, too.
Albite, feldspar, and quartz. She's exactly right.
These do have quartz in them.
Yeah.
No. So congratulations, guys.
I know. I'm really excited for you. Can you bring tiny tourmaline generators to put in your cars? I can, and it is a great idea, Charlene. What I would tell you, though, is if you don't have a natural or tumbled piece of black tourmaline in your car, like, let's fix that right away. I'm totally serious. Everybody I know, because I've forced them to do this, has a piece in their purse, a piece in their car, and it doesn't need to be cute. It can be small and really cheap. It can be a natural piece. We have on sagegoddess.com, where we had for a while, these natural triangular black tourmaline crystals from Tibet that were under $5. I mean, that's what I would go get one of those Tibetan tourmaline crystals if we still have them, and while we still have them. The team will post a link if we have them. But it doesn't have to be beautiful. It just has to be there. But it really is, when I say if you want the big guns of protection for your house, for your body, for the things that matter to you. Yeah.
And for your car, I also recommend Crazy Lace Agate. It's the protection while traveling stone, so I think that's a great one as well.
And it makes you laugh.
Put him down. He feels good.
Maybe you need it.
No, he's yours. I'm just cuddling with him for now. I did see somebody ask if this is Tibetan.
No,
it's not. These ones are from India.
Yeah, these are Indian. But what's really cool is, and I'm going to tell you something I've said before, and I can't prove this, okay? But it's a theory, though. Like, one day when I retire and I have time to research things, my friend is a geologist, and he told me this, but I want proof. He basically said if you look at where amethyst grows, right? Brazil, Uruguay, different parts of Africa, for example, right? You look at where stones grow. In general, they grow in bands around the earth. And his theory is that if you scraped off the crust and the mantle, like the top layers of our planet, it would be a rainbow. That there's such intelligent design in the gem and mineral world that you see like stones growing in different places, but they tend to be along similar latitude lines. I don't know for sure if that's true, but that was his theory. I would love to prove that in my lifetime, because that just shows such a fingerprint. Can you imagine peeling back the top layers of the earth and seeing a rainbow? But, when you think about it, there are gems and minerals in every color on the entire spectrum that grow naturally just like that. And so it wouldn't really surprise me if that theory is true.
Now, if you want a different type of protection for an even more affordable price, these are really special. This is cool. One of the most powerful protection stones you can work with for yourself. It's an auric protection stone.
What line are we on, Alex?
This
is reading. Yeah, there it is.
Number 3.
Okay. Normally we don't have more than 50 of something. These we actually have close to 100. So I'm going to tell you the story of this. This is gem grade Aegirine for under $40. Okay. So normally, like I said, we have 50, and that's all we can capture. We have about 100 pieces. So Team SG will do their best to capture as many of you as want one. Okay. Aegirine, Aegirine. Aegir is a very powerful god, and it's named after him. Aegirine comes from Africa. Aegirine's different, okay? Aegirine is different from... I can't. Somebody needs to block Dave.
Team SG, we have a spammer. His name is Dave Myslick. We need you to handle this.
Please handle him. Okay. No, but I'm actually being really serious. This does a totally different job than black tourmaline. And this is why I'm telling you. So you look at the black stones and you go, oh, the black stones are protective and the pink stones are for love. But they're very different. Aegirine is the only stone on the planet, just like black tourmaline is the most protective of people, places, and things, like your body. This one protects your spirit. This creates an auric boundary. And I'm not kidding, okay? I have an amulet made out of it that Sylvia made for me, probably close to 10 years ago now, because I asked her to make it. And she made it for me. It has a Herkimer diamond and an Aegirine. And I've worn it 1,000 times. You've seen it if you've been with me. I don't wear it very often, because you know what happens when you wear Aegirine? It actually can push people away from you. I have to watch it. It will create such an auric boundary to the point where I'm like, people aren't calling, people aren't texting, people aren't responding to my emails. It literally like creates this cocoon. Now there's a time and a place for that, right? Where you need that protection or you need that buffer or that boundary from other people. There's a time and a place for that. And you know when that is, but it's nice to have something for it, isn't it? When the world is just too much, when people are too much up in your biz, or there's just too much energy coming your way, this is the one you carry. Yes, you can wire wrap it. We can do it for you, or you can do it on your own. But it only comes from Africa. And a lot of people go, oh, well, isn't that tourmaline? And you can see why. Like, you could kind of almost imagine that that's green tourmaline or black tourmaline, but Aegirine is an entirely different mineral. We don't find it very often, and this is the first time we've ever had gemmy Aegirine like this. Like, usually when we have Aegirine, they're poorer grade. These are covered in terminated crystals. I've really never seen Aegirine so beautiful. If you want us to wire wrap this, what you have to do, okay, is you have to write to support.sagegoddess.com before tomorrow, before you get your invoice, and say, hey, I got an Aegirine in the sale. I want you guys to wire wrap it, please. They will invoice you for the stone and the wire wrap at the same time tomorrow, and so you can pay for that all at once. Does that make sense? And then we have an incredible wire wrap artist on our staff here at SG. She will make it beautiful, and it'll come to you ready to wear. But you may not want to wear it. You may just want to keep it in your pocket, or, you know, this is your emergency crystal. When shit's running high and you just need a break, this is where you go. Okay.
Okay, price and
okay,
go.
$39.
You sold it.
I got a whole bunch of them. Ready to go.
And now you have time to talk, because the team is going to need time to get
I have
these
time
to... The light, the coloration of these are really, really pretty. Now there is, I saw you said that it's flashing kind of emerald. There was...
It's a greeny black. It's greeny black. It almost looks green. I will tell you, I have a couple pieces of Aegirine in my collection, because I'm a little obsessed. And so, yes, that's why I was telling you, some people are like, oh, it must be tourmaline, because it's got that greeny black thing to it, but it is black in person. It is not a green stone. Mm-hmm. It just has that greeny edge to it.
All right, team, we're going to give you a little bit of time for that. I'm sorry that she said there were so many. Well, I'm going to tell the team to stop putting those quantities on the paper.
No, I wanted them to have it. No, I am not sorry, Team SG. I love you. We don't do it very often, but we did have more than 50, and you need to know, because I think this is critical. The wire wrap, I think, is like $30, $20 or $25 or $30. I don't know. But she really does it by hand and takes a lot of time with it. So if you don't know how to wire wrap and you don't have anybody near you, it's kind of a cool thing. And we can wire wrap any stone you buy at sagegoddess.com. You just got to work with our support team to let them know, and then they add that to your order or to your invoice. But like I said, you don't have to wire wrap it. You can just have it. But this is like, there are a few stones that I would say, like, you just need to have in your collection for when the time comes. And it may not be you. It could be your niece or nephew or your daughter-in-law who's overwhelmed, and you're like, you need this, right? So if you're a crystal healer, Aegirine is just one that you need to have in your collection.
Dave said the kids won't be in school for a week. They'll be wire wrapping.
Well, that's great, because my daughter can't get her homework done. And so maybe it's time to not be in school anymore and just give up and be a wire wrapper.
Okay, so while our team takes some time to get all of you written down, this one's a little bit more of a decision, so we want to show him early. But you can see his little head right here. He's just the cutest little thing.
But his head isn't what we love about him. Where's his footers?
I'll show a close-up of the foot. It is rather heavy, but I can do it, but it is... Alright, so this is what Athena loves about
I
him.
love their toes.
He has a little toe. So if you didn't guess already, this is a Ganesha. This is a Hessianite, garnet, diopside, and clinichlor Ganesha. So clinichlor is very healing. Let's see if I can.
It's very similar to chlorite. It's a master healer. The little footers. Udilite does have Aegirine on TV though.
Look at him.
Yes,
He's
beautiful.
So cute. Here he is
the teacher
next to
in me
me.
gets so excited when you know all of that.
For reference, Hessianite.
I'm not keeping it. I already have one in my house. I kept it, and you know what? If you think I don't touch his little footers every single day and go, your little footers are so cute, I do it every single day I walk by my Ganesha.
I just love the little pose he's in. He's very relaxed, unlike our team getting all those winners. I couldn't help it. I'm so sorry. You did the right thing. The people deserve the Aegirine. But he does look very, very relaxed. He's saying
he can go outside. He wants to be outside. Let him be outside with nature. He's relaxed. He's had a shot of whiskey. And some NyQuil, and now he's reclining.
He's saying, "Draw me like one of your French girls." But really, Ganesha is the god of obstacle removal, and since this is Hessianite garnet, which is for creativity and passion,
and money,
and clinichlor, which is for healing, he is going to take the obstacles away that are in the way. He's going to remove the obstacles that are in your way of passion, money, and healing, which covers quite a lot of ground, honestly.
I will tell you, we've had a couple of these. We don't have like an endless supply of them. They're made one by one, and so if you see them and you're like, I really want one of those Hessianite clinichlor situations, like this was some rough material that Shram and his team carved, but they didn't have an endless supply of it. I am trying to find it though. Oh, here he is. Yeah, he is 10.5 by 15 inches, 15 inches wide, and he's under $1,000.
Lola Bunny said he's reminding me of Burt Reynolds' Playgirl centerfold way back in the day. Is Samantha D here? Don't say Burt Reynolds to her.
Is it a problem?
Well, no. Remember, she posted a picture of him on a bearskin rug in our Soul Shift Facebook group, and he was covered. He wasn't showing anything he's not supposed to.
He was very hairy though, wasn't he?
She got in trouble with Facebook and wasn't allowed to like comment or post anything for a couple of weeks.
If you post a hairy man on like a bear rug, do you get in trouble? I didn't know that. God.
It might be the very picture that she's talking. That Lola
don't say Burt Reynolds.
All right. So did you say the price yet?
Anyway, Ganesha.
There's only one.
I've never actually talked about Ganesha and Burt Reynolds in the same conversation. She's there.
I'll never forget. Hashtag never forget.
She's in all caps. She totally remembers it. Okay. All right. $999 gets him home to you, and we ship everything for free. So he's a little pornographic, but whatever. He's here for it. He's resting.
He's resting, but he's working hard for you. Removing those obstacles.
He works hard for it, honey.
Some people can rest and work hard.
Burt Nesha.
There we go. Very cute. So he's there for you. I hope someone takes him home. He's such a little cutie. Oh yeah, I see someone did it already.
You'll be happy you got it. I will tell you, my piece is a pride and joy in my collection. I just love it. He's in my living room, and he's right across from where I do my writing, and I literally just love him so much.
I think that should have been enough time. Team SG,
Thank you, Sandra.
Let's talk.
She finished the song.
Do you want
so hard for it, honey?
Do you want to talk about dioptase? Wait, what did you say?
We have a lot of really cool bracelets. You want
to do a bracelet?
Yeah, I kind of do. The kyanite bracelets, I'm a little obsessed.
Oh, the kyanite bracelets are so nice.
Anybody here for the kyanite bracelets?
If you guys were live with me, oh wait, this is another 50.
Oh.
Do you think it's okay for us to do another 50 yet, or?
I know Team SG has PTSD.
I know. I just I don't want them to lose the feed is all if there's a lot of comments because they can only scroll back so far. I think it's okay. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So if you guys were live with me earlier, I accidentally called these Kunzite instead of I meant kyanite, but I accidentally said Kunzite. But these are the most beautiful blue kyanite bracelets I have ever ever seen before. Like, just look at that light play.
I'm gonna underlist this by 1 too, Team SG, because I want Dave to have one. I know he probably saw it in the preview. Well, it's his color. He has tiger's eye, blue tiger's eye, but I don't think he has kyanite.
Did you see that comment just now?
No.
He said, "I'm here for the kyanite bracelet."
Oh, no way! I love that. Well, I'm saving one for you. I think you need it.
Even though you were misbehaving.
Yeah, you weren't well behaved, but you get to have one anyway.
Felix was filed a restraining order.
Felix. Poor Felix, he doesn't even know. I'm just like, why? Okay. Under $80 for Gemmy kyanite. And I love that she's showing it to you with the flashlight because
it's just so
you can literally see through those beads. That's the only reason you're here.
What's the millimeter of the beads?
I think they're 8 millimeter.
Oh, yeah, 8 millimeter beads.
And did you see our cute little bags? I mean, I'm not saying you should buy anything for a bag, but I do want her to show you. We have new, like, little jewelry bags.
Oh.
I'm obsessed with these little bags. They're little black velvet bags with gold sage goddess and a gold little jupe-a-dupe.
It does. It kind of looks like blue tiger's eye, but let me tell you, it's a completely different shade of blue. Blue tiger's eye is generally a little bit darker. It's more of a navy blue. These are like a royal blue.
Now, in blue kyanite, here's the thing. So tiger's eye has what we call chatoyancy, okay? And the root word of chatoyancy is chat, which means cat in French, C-H-A-T, and that's the derivation of the word cat in English. So from the Latin to the French to the English, right? C-H-A-T or C-A-T. So chatoyancy is a cat's eye effect. You know cats, when they slow blink at you and in the sunshine, they just have like a little line across their eye. This does not have chatoyancy. So the light play across the surface of this almost looks more like a star or sapphire. I just want to make sure you can really see it. It isn't just a single line. It can look like a line in the sunshine, but these are totally translucent kyanite beads. Do you see that? I've never seen kyanite bracelets like this in my life. So when this came across my tray, I was like, this is crazy. I've never seen this before. Now these are, what I will tell you is, I have a little Minnie Mouse wrist, so I can never wear bracelets like this without restringing them, because I have to take it down an inch to make it comfortable for myself. If you're an average size wrist, this is going to fit you perfectly. 7.5 to an 8. Out of the bag, it'll fit you perfectly. If you're like me, you'll restring it and save the beads. It gives you a couple of extra beads for your bead collection. These we have 49. They are $79 for the best kyanite bracelet you'll ever own.
So pretty.
So kyanite instantly balances all of your chakras. There's only 2 things that balance all the chakras instantly, an orgasm or kyanite. Kyanite you can have in public. That's always what I say. So if you're at home and you need to balance your chakras, you can have a personal experience. But let's say you're in your car driving through Burger King, like those people are over there. This is more appropriate. Chakra balance is very important. Balance, in fact, is everything. When I was working with one of my energy teachers this morning, we were talking about how everybody wants the highs and the lows. They want like big abundance, big happiness, big all the things. But she said, everybody forgets that the goal is actually not to be up or down, but to be balanced, to be centered. And so kyanite is the stone of balance. It just puts your system in balance. Now let's think about this from a healing perspective. When you're sick, something is out of balance. The path to wellness is getting back in balance again. And every medicine tradition you look at, whether it's the ancient Greeks with Hippocrates, or you go to Chinese medicine, in Chinese medicine, they're very clear about the importance of balance, right? And understanding how energy flows through the meridians. That's where the study of acupuncture and acupressure comes in, to try and create balance through the body systems and the energy lines by moving energy around with a needle, right? So every tradition, other than Western medicine, tries to create balance in your body. And the gem and mineral world provide really important allies for that process. So congratulations. I'm really excited for you. So Team SG said we lost the feed. We were only able to pick 65 winners for the Aegirine. We'll pick the rest of them tomorrow and announce them on the event page. That sounds good. And thank you for that, Team SG. Yeah, we appreciate it. Okay, so Malakita.
This is dioptase.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. every single one of these pieces, and we only have a handful of these, were chosen by Athena.
We do have natural... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong thing. We do have natural malachite coming to an upcoming sale, though. And we're excited about it because we have not had natural malachite from the Congo in a long time. This is dioptase. When we were in Denver, I was live choosing these. How many of you remember in Crystal Masters when I was live? And it was really fun, actually, because our team is multilingual. And the ladies from the Congo who were working with us on these spoke French. It was really cool to hear Rosalind from our team speaking French, and then I started to speak French to them too, and they looked at me and they're like, "You speak French too?" It's helpful at the gem shows that we speak multiple languages. There's a lot of French speakers in the Congo region of Africa, which sometimes surprises people. Now, so if you remember that process, what I'm going to tell you is I apologize in advance. I think we should have bought more, but we just weren't sure what the reaction was going to be. So we were a little conservative. We'll try to get more if this sells out completely tonight. The reason this is one of my top 10 stones of all time, dioptase. First of all, they call it the Congo emerald. And you can see why as she's turning it. When they first started mining this in the Congo, which is kind of the center and just a little bit southwest of the continent, the color looked like, France colonized Africa. The color looked like emerald, like Colombian emeralds. And there is quartz in the matrix. There's a lot of similarities between dioptase and Colombian emeralds. So it's not that much of a surprise. You can see the quartz in the matrix there. But then they realized this is not a hexagonal stone, right? The beryl family is a hexagonal group of minerals. Dioptase has a different crystal structure and lots of different metaphysical properties too. So what dioptase does is it heals family lineage stuff, epigenetics. So if you come from a family like mine, where everybody goes, oh, everybody in our family has arthritis. Everybody in our family has anxiety. Everybody in our family has. Like, I grew up with that the whole time I was growing up. Oh, well, if you have that, that's because everybody in our family has that. This breaks some of those chains. Like, you don't have to keep perpetuating stuff down your family line. And in fact, I think a lot of us came through in this particular timeline to heal some of the karmic baggage from our family situations. So that's what I work with it for. It's a powerful stone in shamanism.
It's all good.
It's not fragile, so she can throw it all over the place if she wants. Throw it at Aunt Betty. She's not going to break it.
I don't want it at Aunt Betty.
Come on, Betty.
I don't want to throw it at anybody.
You could wire wrap this and wear it. What an incredible piece for your crystal healing tray too. Now, I have 6 pieces. Okay, I feel really bad. Under $350. The crystal, especially on the other side, if you can show them, the side with the quartz is pretty, but the other side has even more.
This is the side for sure.
To see all those terminations, this is considered gem grade dioptase. So the retail value of pieces like this is like $1,200-$1,500. So this is really crazy, isn't it? Incredible. Okay, $349. I have 6 pieces. I wish I had more. If you guys love it, and these are 2-inch pieces, 2 to 2.25. If you guys love it, we'll try to bring more for you. It was actually a really incredible group of women and family that this was coming from. So I loved talking to them. Their energy was absolutely amazing. Like, it was, sometimes you just bond with people. Not everybody, but our whole group bonded with the incredible family that was bringing this dioptase from the Congo. So,
and they were all so pretty.
Yeah, and then how do you choose?
Yeah, the pieces were all stunning.
Like, I would pick one up and go, I want this one, and then I'd see something like, no, I don't want that one, I want this one. No, I don't want that one, I want this one. They're incredible. Right. Hi, Joe Reinhardt, I see you. Yeah.
Would you rather talk about Chrysocolla?
Yeah, we will try to bring more to you. It is a rare stone. I mean, this isn't one, dioptase is not one that you're going to find for under like $100. It's just too rare. But we will try to bring you different size pieces at different price points. But I think most of it will be over $100 just because it's so rare. And where it's coming from, to get a non-conflict stone is kind of a big deal too.
Yeah, it's a huge deal.
So we don't buy stones in conflict areas that are problematic, so that also means we're a little bit more selective in terms of how we bring it to you as well.
Now this,
congrats to everybody, that's really exciting.
Has the gorgeous blue color.
This is one of those ones that I only have 5 of them. I can't even believe the price.
Wait,
These are hand carved.
This is number 13.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong number. Sorry, wrong page. We have 28 of them. Okay. I thought the price was a mistake on this. To get a hand carved Chrysocolla merkaba for under $200 is crazy. Like, these are 2.5 inch hand carved Chrysocolla merkabas. You know, I've been with you for 11 years. Never in the whole time have I had hand carved Chrysocolla merkabas from Peru. By the way, the black is black tourmaline.
Oh, it's so
Because Chrysocolla grows with black tourmaline. The green is malachite. The blue is Chrysocolla. Like, these are insanely gorgeous.
They're all really pretty, guys.
Yeah. Well, Daniel Newman, I will tell you though, not all stones coming out of Afghanistan are mined or seized by the Taliban. Sometimes people post that stuff in social media. We were talking about this yesterday as kind of like clickbaity type stuff, but I would urge, try not to make broad generalizations, because I know people personally who are bringing stones out of Afghanistan who are not bringing stones through organizations like that. Me personally, right? Okay, so here's what I want to show you. The way she's holding it is the proper way to hold it. If you want to display it, it looks like X's on all sides, like tic-tac-toe, okay? But the way a merkaba actually works, 3-dimensionally or 4-dimensionally or 5-dimensionally, is it spins like this, okay? So the merkaba, in ancient Egyptian means light. Ka in ancient Egyptian means spirit. Like Ka means magic, right? And Ba in ancient Egyptian means body. So Merkaba means your light spirit body. And we used to actually travel between dimensions like this. And I've told you the story many times, but when you die, your spirit leaves your body in a Merkaba. And we've got lots of documentation of that. It leaves your body in like a spinning Merkaba of light. And when you're born, your soul comes into your mother's uterus through a light Merkaba when you're conceived. So you come in through a Merkaba and you leave through a Merkaba. So that's why they're so incredibly powerful as symbols and spiritual tools. Chrysocolla, and especially this combo from Peru, the blue Chrysocolla is a stone of divine feminine energy. The green malachite heals the physical body, but especially the divine feminine parts of the physical body. I apologize for my voice. And the black tourmaline is for protection. So if you would like one of these, we have 28 of them, $199.
For one of the most
Hand-carved.
beautiful things you'll ever see.
Hand carved. Light spirit body, divine feminine protection. Like for shamanic journey, for ancestral work, for almost any kind of ceremonial work that you do, I can't even really imagine a more powerful stone or tool for meditation.
Maruta says, New Zealand, take a sip of your tea.
Thank you.
You're getting scratchy.
I'm getting scratchy.
Thank you, Maruta.
Getting scratchy, honey. Start sounding like this. It's real sexy.
It's really sexy.
I hope she keeps talking for a long time.
Oh, somebody did ask for the phosphosiderite earlier.
We should talk about phosphosiderite.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you guys. I'm excited for you for the merkabas. They're crazy. They're beautiful.
They're really, really stunning, guys. I'm excited. We'll do some more jewelry in just a moment, Teresa.
I'm letting my sexy voice marinate, Teresa.
I can't remember who asked for it, but someone did ask to do the phosphosiderite soon, so I want to get that done.
I think phosphosiderite's good.
And then we can do some jewelry after that.
We have so much good stuff. We've got fucking boostamite tonight. We've got Shangan amethyst. I mean, and then the dioptase that you just got. We've got some amazing stuff in this
We have
set.
a lot lined up for you.
Okay. Phosphosiderite, past life, anyone? I'm going to do some more whiskey in that. It's the only thing that helps when I get this bad. Okay. How many of you do past life work? Maybe you're trying to recall your past life, or you work with clients, right, who are recalling past life memories. A lot of you come to me and you're like, I just want to remember everything from all my past lives. To which I say, no, you really don't. Not right now. The universe gives you kind of past life memories as you can handle them. It would be overwhelming for us to know everything right away.
The sun's not on us, but it's casting a weird shadow over the stone. So I think, I have it.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just kind of.
We're getting into a different, daylight savings is coming. I don't like it.
It was kind of, it was washing out some of this pink because it really is a beautiful pinky purple.
These
color.
are bright pink phosphosiderite. Bright pink. Okay, so we have 28 of these under $140. These are from Peru. These are 2.5 inches of phosphosiderite. PHOS. PHOSIDERITE. Phosphosiderite. Isn't that incredible? It looks lavender to you. It is a lavender pink, Stephanie
Yeah, it's
G.
like a lavender pink color.
If you haven't seen phosphosiderite before, if this is your first time, it is a different color. It's almost like almost like an opaque kunzite.
Yeah,
That's what I would say.
That's a good way to put it.
It's a lavendery pink. But these are a little bit more, there's a depth or intensity of the color on these that sometimes some phosphosiderite is a little washed out. And that's just the quality coming out of the mine. So these are a higher grade, a higher quality. But we couldn't get more than 24 of them. So what happens with phosphosiderite is it activates past life memories. So, and that can be of people that you're in relationships with right now. Like most of the people that you know and love, you were with together in a past life in some other capacity. And I like to flesh that out. Like how, if my kids, I know for sure I have past life relationships with, right? And it's good to explore those. And then sometimes it's not about your relationships with people in this lifetime. It's about remembering who you were in those lifetimes and what you were doing and the gifts that you brought from those lifetimes, and activating those memories can be really empowering for people. And it can also help with trauma healing and recovery too, right? So Poe Allen, I don't know if you're seeing these. It is a purple pink. Like this is a true phosphosiderite in the highest grade. So I don't know how it's playing on your screen. I'm looking at what I think you're seeing, and it's kind of a lavender pink, and that's the color that you should expect. It's a pretty true representation of what will come to you if you purchase one. Yeah, phosphosiderite. And so 28 of these at $139. What a powerful tool to meditate with to activate those energies. It's a crown chakra stone too, so it brings peace, it brings relaxation, and it brings a sense, it's not fluorite, it's not a purpose stone, but I do think that once you understand more about who you were before you got here, it helps you understand the challenges that you face. Does that make sense? Even for me, like as I've started to learn more about my past lives over the last decade or two, because I feel like I pretty much have a handle on most of them at this point, it makes a lot of sense why I'm here doing the things I'm doing this time, right? Oh, I love that. In every life she has it's the same, but in this new life she has to figure it out. Isn't that interesting, Anastasia? Yeah, and a lot of times we come back with certain people to do a better job because we've screwed it up a bunch of times, and then we get another chance to come back and do it again. And then I think at some point we stop reincarnating. And I don't fully understand why that is, but at some point they decide we've had enough fun, and then we go to pure spirit. And the challenge is you don't know which lifetime it is that's going to happen. Is this your last one? Better enjoy the shit out of it, right? I think this is my last one before that process. That's what ayahuasca told me maybe about 7 or 8 years ago. They weren't going to let me do this anymore. So they were like, you better go back and really enjoy it. You want to see the Tibetan jar? I think we only have one.
We had to remove it from the sale. There were some identification issues, so we wanted to make sure we gave you guys an accurate description of what it was, and we caught at the last minute that it had not been identified to us correctly.
Okay.
So we're going to take some time to look at that, and we'll bring it another time.
That sounds weird.
What?
And how is it weird?
No, well, we had been told that it was rubies and emeralds, but we realized that it wasn't.
Oh, yeah, we don't want to give you something that's not rubies and emeralds.
Yeah, so, and I mean, it's still beautiful, and I think someone would still want it, but we want to make sure we know what it is so that we're telling you guys accurately. Yeah. Okay, so you guys, for rubies, we do have some actual rubies. We do have actual rubies. So these are really, really beautiful bracelets. This is line number 10.
Oh, you're asking if Team SG can see you. I don't think you're worried about whether I can see you. But I can see you. I don't know. I don't think I'm enlightened. I don't know why they don't want me to come back anymore. It's having too much trouble down here. Okay, bracelets. So we have 13 of the silver, and we have 6 of the gold. I think this is one of the coolest bracelets. These are under $300 for all rubies. And they're stars. You can see the stars. They're absolutely incredible. Now, you know I'm a gold girl, so I'm always going to go for the gold. I just like gold. And the reason I like gold is I'm an alchemist, and the goal of alchemy is to create gold. So I wear silver and I wear white gold, but it's not my favorite. My favorite is yellow gold, because that's what the alchemist created. Now, the story of why the alchemist created gold, do you know this? It's in my book, so a lot of you have read my crystal history book, so you already know this, but the original civilization on this planet, humanoid civilization, were the Anukim, the Anunnaki. And the Anunnaki colonized Earth because they needed gold to survive, and we have the highest proportion of gold on our planet of any planet in the solar system, and that's actually science. So because we have so much gold, that's what I think of, the abbreviation is AU in the periodic chart of the elements. We have the highest proportion of gold in the solar system, and so the Anukim chose this planet. Then they realized it was hard to get gold out of the earth, so they had needed slaves. So then they created the Sumerians and the Mesopotamians to get the gold out. And then when the Sumerians and the Mesopotamians realized how valuable gold was, right, then kind of the hunt was on. And to this day, right, there's gold rush shows, and people are still like knocking themselves out to mine gold. Why is that? Well, the alchemists believed that through their processes they could take any metal, tin, iron, whatever, and make it into gold. They could transform base metals to gold through their processes, right? So this is why I'm obsessed with gold. I'm obsessed with alchemy, is because I think it's really the origin story of our planet, and why Earth was chosen by some of these outer realm civilizations, what you might call aliens, as opposed to other planets in the solar system that don't have the proportion of gold in the top layers of the Earth that we do. Okay, these are 7 inches. I'm going to say it's like 7 1/4, because my wrist is a 6 to 6 1/4, and you can see on me I think this is more like 7 1/4.
Yeah, I have like 6-inch wrists as well, and it's
so for both of us, this is a little bit on the large side.
But it fits nicely. It kind of hovers over my hand a little bit. I like it.
I like it too. And if you don't like it, any jeweler can take a link or two out and completely size this for you, customize this for you. So they won't be able to make it bigger, but they could make it smaller if you wanted. If you really love the bracelet and you're like, but I want it to be 6 inches. They'll take a link out, and you can make that into a pendant, and then you'll have another piece of jewelry, which is really cool, right? So these are, the silver and the gold is the same price, because the gold is sterling silver with 14 karat gold over it, and the silver is just sterling silver. So they're the same price, $299. I have 13 of the sterling, and I have 6 of the gold.
They're so pretty and comfortable, you guys. Like, it kind of just lays flat so nicely.
It is really pretty. I'm going to leave mine on for the rest of the show.
I'm going to leave mine on, too.
We're going to leave ours on.
I think I'm going to leave it on forever.
I just have to slide it down a little bit. But see how and it's kind of nice, actually, to have it under my other bracelets. Yeah. But, yeah, my wrist doesn't hit 7 inches until I get more to, like, the middle of my arm. I have little fairy hands.
It's a very pretty bracelet, so congratulations, you guys.
We do have rings.
Yeah, we do a ring next.
Stay tuned. We do.
Let's do. Is there a particular ring you would like to talk about, or should I just choose one?
We have quite a few. The Smoky quartz ring. I personally designed that one. There's a story behind that one.
You're talking about
the
this
Marquise one?
Oh my gosh, this one is so pretty.
If you want the ring that in tonight's lineup that I designed, this is the ring. Fuck, it's beautiful.
That's insane.
So
you guys, like what? Look at this.
Now you know I'm always telling you. Yeah, Brittany, stay with us. We do have one. Let's darling. This is an adjustable ring, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah. Is it?
Will you double check?
It doesn't look adjustable.
Because it doesn't show sizes. Is Bonnie here? It doesn't show sizes, but it doesn't say it's adjustable, Rachel.
It's not adjustable. I can see it.
Can I? If I try it on, I can tell you what size it is.
Oh wait, no, 7.5. Oh yeah, it's a 7.5. The stone is about 1.3 inch. Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
these are a size 7.5.
Okay. Yeah. So Tima's. Oh, I'm sorry. It does say 7.5 over here. Okay. It would be really nice to get these adjustable though, but I don't think they could because of the weight of the stone. So here's the story about this ring. And it's got rubies on either side.
It's gorgeous.
Isn't this beautiful? Okay, so I was with Zoe shopping, and the woman who was checking us out had a ring on very similar to this. I'll let Alexa show it to you up close. Hers was in gold, and it was, I can't remember what stone it was. It wasn't smoky quartz. It didn't have rubies on the side, but the style of the ring looked very much like this. And by the way, this one is under $350, which is a crazy price. This is sterling and 14K and rubies and smoky quartz. Like, this is a beautiful ring. So I asked her if I could take a picture of her ring, and she said, you know, it's really funny that you're asking me, because I said, I'd like to design a replica of it. And she was like, oh my God, that's so exciting. She said her ring belonged to her mom, and it was from the 70s. So it was this kind of like this basket setting with the prongs on the side. I just thought it was a very sexy silhouette. A lot of you empaths do not wear enough lower chakra jewelry. So you're running around all flighty, and which is great, super fun, right, to be space cadets. But sometimes we have to be grounded and in our bodies and like do the thing. And so this is all root chakra. This is I'm safe, I'm protected, I'm grounded. Do you see how the point, she's showing you such a great shot, the point where it comes up and it meets that stone is like, it's almost like a dance. There's a lot of duality in this ring, you know what I mean? Like where two become one. It's just, there's magic here that I think is incredible.
It's really
so this is this is bigger than hers, and hers wasn't two-tone, hers was all gold. I added the silver because I know how many of you love silver too. But if you're looking for the ultimate grounding ring, like, this is it. And hers was also a thinner band, so I love that this one is like a chunky monkey.
The quartz is translucent. You can kind of see there.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
Yeah, you can see
quality.
through it. This is a gorgeous ring, you guys. So $349. I have 5 of them.
It's so pretty. Congratulations in advance.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Me too, Denise. I think it's fucking beautiful. Go get that ring.
It's very special.
It wasn't easy to make. That's why there's only 5 of them.
It kind of reminds me of the underworld ring too, am I right?
Yeah, there's a little bit of that.
It,
yeah. I mean, that one was a little more ornate. This is more a little bit more Art Deco, and I don't think the underworld actually did have one ruby, but it didn't have the rubies down the side. But there is something very like shadow season about it.
They're saying more 70s style rings. We can take that.
Are you into it? Okay, good.
Yeah, because this is
know.
cool. This is very, very cool. I like it too.
She was honored, you know, that I was like, I want to recreate this ring. She's like, oh, my mom, because her mom wasn't with her anymore, you know, and she was like, my mom would be so honored that you're like making a replica of her ring.
I think that is very, very sweet.
Yeah. So you're a jeweler and you thrive off of fun pieces like that. Isn't it kind of inspiring, Krista? Because it's like, for me, getting to see someone's piece and then design kind of a replica of it is really awesome. So yeah, we'll try.
Now we do have some wands that we'll show now.
I have a favorite.
Which one is your favorite?
I have 2 favorites. This is my first favorite.
Oh, okay. Interesting. What's your second favorite?
I'm a Sunstone-aholic, though.
I was gonna say this is my favorite, and that's probably my second favorite.
Sunstone is my jam. Okay, so
show them to us. Sorry, guys.
I like to tell people what to do, how to do it,
This one's Athena.
and where to go. I'm bossy. If you look up Leo in the dictionary, there's a picture of me going, I'm a Leo. Okay, so there's a couple things I have to tell you about this wand. It's all in sterling silver. That is a copper rutile sphere. And you don't see things like that very often. That's from Brazil. That's old stock. In fact, there was nothing even close to that little sphere in Denver this year. There's only one person in Brazil who cuts and mines rutile like that. She didn't have any of it this year. She's my rutile sphere lady, and she was like, no, Athena, nothing's coming out. So, first of all, the sphere is nuts, okay? Then you come down and you have, let me go to the actual section for this one. I don't want to miss any of the details.
Number 49, 46.
Yes. Then you come down, it's rubies and sunstone. So sunstone is the stone of leadership. It comes from India.
Those glowing.
Those rubies are Indian rubies too. Then it comes down and you have your strawberry quartz, which is red aventurine with hematite. So it's very grounding. Then you move down a little bit more and it's got another ruby, another sunstone. And then you come down to the very bottom, and that quartz point is crazy town. That is hematized quartz. It's sort of like, it's very similar to Harlequin quartz, right, which has lepidochrosite and hematite. This wand is total, yes, Emerald Sunset is such an autumn priestess wand. This is leadership, change management, empowerment, strength, grounding, and protection. This is a lower chakra wand, and so that's why I'm constantly telling you, as empaths, we're like all up here in the clouds, and we need to kind of bring it in and bring it down. Isn't that cool? Yeah. So strawberry quartz comes from Brazil, and it's quartz with hematite. Tangerine comes from Tanzania, and that's red aventurine with lepidolite. So it depends. You'll see a stone that looks just like this called tangerine coming out of Tanzania. I just taught this in my live a couple of days ago, so some of you were there and you remember. And we talked about the difference between strawberry quartz and tangerine quartz from Africa, from Tanzania. And that's the difference. So it's just, they're both kind of a pinky red, but one is red aventurine with hematite, that's the Brazil, and the other was red aventurine with lepidolite, that comes from Tanzania. This wand is $999.
So
I was going to charge more because it's crazy. I mean, the top sphere alone would be $500 or $600. It is a gem grade copper rutile sphere with no inclusions. It is crystal clear. Can you put the flashlight on that? I mean, it's just
let me put it on
insane.
again. It's just like,
yeah. Oh my God. And they're all like enmeshed. All those copper rutile bars are all connected. That is incredible. There's a huge rainbow in the middle of that. So somebody needs to claim that wand. And it's all done in sterling silver. I mean, you'll have this wand for the rest of your life. I know. No, your sugar mama isn't here, but you can use Zip or PayPal credit. That's my sugar mama. Zip is my sugar mama. You can separate things into 4 payments over 6 weeks at no interest.
So pretty. So I can't wait to see who that goes.
I know. Somebody has to get that wand. That is truly, in the 11 years I've been with you, there's only a couple of wands that have surpassed these wands tonight in their quality and their beauty. And especially for the metaphysical properties of that.
Now this
but you guys know you don't want a sugar mama or a sugar daddy. You want to do things yourself. I have always said that. Like, I remember growing up and having people say, I can't wait to have a sugar daddy. And I'm like, no, you need to buy your own shit. You'll enjoy it more when you buy it for yourself.
So this one is my favorite. I mean, I love them all. I'm really partial to the one we haven't showed yet either because it has a Mother Mary on it.
That's a whole different one though. We'll get to that third one in just a second. This is confetti sunstone.
Oh, and that's why I love it so much. Look at that.
Confetti sunstone from Africa, cut and faceted. So just the sunstones on this wand, when they call it confetti, so not all sunstone is confetti, okay? No, seriously, I love being my own sugar mama.
This is not your mama's confetti. The light's
not your mama's mama. I know. the daylight situation is changing.
It's coming in at a different angle than normally, so it's hitting the stones before it does us. Oh, but look at how much better that looks.
That's so much better,
now.
Alexys, yeah. So sunstone that comes from India is beautiful. You saw examples of that in the last one. But when sunstone comes from Africa, it has the rainbow effect that they call confetti. And so as she turns it, you can kind of see, especially like if you turn it back and forth this way a little bit, you can also see too. You can see the light play across the surface, and it literally looks like little rainbow confettis, like on a muffin or a cupcake. Isn't that pretty? And the rest of the wand is quartz, and that is all sterling silver.
I see Breezy saying, asking if you could absolutely use this as a scanner. It's crystal clear.
Yeah, sterling.
Like, you can see my fingerprint.
I always say if you can see your fingerprint through it, you've got a super cherry clear quartz. Yeah, it's confetti sunstone, Chris. Isn't it beautiful? Mm-hmm. So now these wands, I always like to show you. I will always tell you, if you have a wand and it's sitting in a drawer someplace or in a cabinet, like, on behalf of your wand, I'm going to tell you not to do that anymore. Your wands want to be worked with. These wands, the reason I started bringing these to you is that I've been collecting these wands from this wand maker for a long time, years and years and years. The way he makes them, the sphere actually spins here, and it's incredible for body work, for moving energy through your system. If you have pain or discomfort, literally, this is how I have worked with my wand, just like this, in clear quartz. Now mine has morganite stones on it, not sunstone. I would have preferred sunstone actually, but mine has what it has. This is how I worked through my shoulder stuff, by moving the energy. Anytime you have pain in your body, it's because the energy is not moving. So we go to acupuncturists, we go to acupressurists, but ultimately we can do that work at home. It's really about moving the energy. Just like gua sha yesterday I taught you. Do you know my arm muscles are actually hurting from all the gua sha yesterday?
From all the
I really worked it out. I didn't bruise, but in showing you, I normally don't do so many repetitions on my arm, and this morning I was like the guns are hurting a little bit. But it's a good thing, right? So you can move energy through your system with a wand like this. And so it becomes a physical body tool if you're a massage therapist or a body worker. I could roll this around on you and fix a lot of your problems. I remember that, Heather. It's so cool that she wears it every day. I remember that so well. Okay. This one is $1,099.
And I can't wait to see who it goes home to.
I know. Our sunstone wands for today.
I love it.
Hi, Chrisanne. We see you. I know. Isn't that fun?
So this is available to one lucky person.
I know. Did somebody get the other wand? Somebody has to take that one.
I didn't see. If nobody got that yet, this one is stunning as well.
That is your ultimate autumn priestess grounding, change, management, leadership, protection wand.
It's so pretty.
Ooh, I know. Body workers are very important. I found a new mobile massage therapist, and she's fantastic.
Oh, that's exciting.
Because I had two during COVID, and they both moved away. And they were like miracle workers. And so I finally found a new person. I haven't seen her since we got back from Denver. I need to, but I want to get well first. So anyway, congratulations, everybody. I know.
Team HD, can you let us know if any items are still in stock? That would be very helpful.
Let us know.
Should we talk about? We have. Oh, I pulled these over. I'm really excited about these. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about them. Where are those?
Let's talk about that. This is line 6.
Okay.
These are the coolest thing, you guys, and I'm excited to show you.
She's gonna blacklight the shit out of this.
If you saw my preview today, you know. This is like a party in your hand. So first of all, this is smoky quartz, black tourmaline, and a little something I like to call, well, everyone calls it this, but it's highlight opal. and it's super fluorescent. So our lights are really bright right now, but you can see it fluorescing. And in darker lighting,
do people not call it highlight?
No, that's why I was like, everyone calls it this. Never mind.
That was weird.
I know. It's called highlight opal. That's just what it's called.
Something I like to call smoky quartz.
It fluoresces neon green.
Okay. Fun, fast facts about highlight opal. Do you know it only grows in 2 parts of the world? The Republic of the Congo in Africa and Mexico. Those are the only 2 places you'll find highlight opal. And it doesn't all look like that. I mean, that is like, my mentor one time was like, Rock Courier. He was like, come in here. He had a blue light room in his warehouse, which is pretty cool. I don't know if Dave's here. He probably remembers this. He's like, come on in. I got something cool to show you. It was always this, what are you going to show me? And he had highlight opals that had just come in from Mexico, and he had them in his black light room. And it was like, are you kidding me? This is like fairy town,
So cool.
The whole room was vibrating with the black light, and then all these opals on the floor. I was like, this is fucking crazy.
It's so cool.
So highlight opal is a really powerful water element stone, and I like the balance of having the highlight opal, which is water. They say the mantra for highlight opal is, I'm comfortable with change. I surrender to change. I open myself to something new. And then the quality over here of the black tourmaline is like, holy shit. Did you see that? Even as she just like turned it a little bit, it is like gorgeous black tourmaline, and then fully terminated smoky quartz points.
Look at there.
And look at the shaman portal. Like, what is even happening right there?
The smoky quartz points are so cool.
And there's little bits of garnet on here too, which happens sometimes with smoky quartz too. Not all of them have it, but I've seen a couple of little shimmers of garnet too. And I'm going to tell you, a couple of these pieces, like this one, in shamanism, we search out those pieces because those are called bridging crystals. When it has the triangle formation like that, I bought one in Denver. Some of you were live when I got it. Those take you between realms, between dimensions. So shaman always look for crystals like that because they're bridging crystals. They're portal crystals, right? It's like, now I'm human, now I'm not.
Bonus points if you can stick your finger through it.
You can stick your finger in whatever you want. Looks like the Iron Throne to you. That's awesome. Okay, so we have 8 of the small and 6 of the medium. They're all under $200. So on the left is the small for $179, and on the right is the medium for $199.
They're so cool.
This is a cool one. If you're a collector, this is something you want to have. You want to bridge your crystal. Isn't that cool?
I'll never stop fingering my crystal.
I'm trying to behave myself today, but I'm known for sticking my hands wherever I can put them.
So congratulations. I mean, this is just absolutely stunning.
Yeah, cheers,
you have to
everybody.
get a black light to shine on it and wow anyone that comes over and sees your collection.
Yeah, come on in, I got something to show you.
It's so cool. One of my favorite items of the show, and everything is amazing today.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. Like, when we go to the shows, we get so excited to bring stuff home. Like, oh my god, I can't wait for them to see this. No, my god, I can't wait for them to see that. Now it's here,
And now it's here. We find such
to talk about them. I know. Okay, so that was a good choice for you.
Did Team SG comment with any leftover items? I didn't see
that.
Okay.
So we do have some of the dendritic fluorite generators, large, 4 of those.
Oh, okay. So the large is the second biggest.
Yes.
Okay.
I haven't seen them post it yet.
Okay.
But that's the second biggest.
So we do have, some of you may have missed this. It was, I think, the first
Right
item
at the
we
beginning.
did.
Yep.
These are dendritic fluorite generators. We have one size left. You can see the dendrites.
Dendrites
right
are
in
iron.
there.
They form like little ferns. They're for manifestations. This is for manifesting your soul path. We only have the largest. This is the
second largest.
second largest.
Yeah.
And that is $99.
So comment sold fluorite 99, and then I also
6 to 7 inches for that size too.
Yeah, it's just beautiful, guys. And then I also see them saying that we have some of the stunning ruby bracelets left.
Do we have gold or silver?
They said both.
Oh, okay.
So
if you
silver
want my
and
gold ruby bracelet, remember rubies. I wear rubies every day, right? A lot of you know that. Ruby is one of my favorite stones. Rubies are the stone of life force and passion, and they activate the root chakra. And they also say that when you lose someone that you love, that they go on to live in your heart as a ruby. I love rubies so much. I really do.
We have the silver too.
And there's the silver.
It's really beautiful, you guys.
It doesn't, it's like, it just depends on what metal you like better. Some people, I like gold. Some people like silver better, so we have both, yeah.
Okay, and so next.
Yay. Do we have any Chrysocolla left? I think the merkabas are spoken for, Breezy Ray with Sabrina, but
yeah. Okay, yeah. So we just got confirmation that those are sold out.
But congratulations to everybody who got one.
Now, I know I just said that something was my favorite item in the show, but this next one is this is just like super special. I've never seen anything
These are
like
fucking
this.
awesome. I mean, if you practice shamanism,
I just think it's so special.
If you're looking at this and you're like, what is this? Let me explain to you. So in shamanism, I mentioned earlier, there are 3 worlds, right? There's the world, what they call the lower world below your feet, which is where the bones of your ancestors live and the minerals grow, right?
That's where the snake is.
And that's snake medicine. So snake teaches you snake medicine is all about learning to outgrow things, and that it's okay to outgrow things. It's okay to get bigger. And to shed your skin because it's too tight, right? Because like old things don't fit you anymore. And that's lower world medicine, right? The stones teach us that. The ancestors teach us that. Like every generation wants the next generation to do better than they did, right? So that's kind of the medicine of the lower world. The middle world is guarded by the jaguar. And the jaguar medicine is really interesting for me. Jaguar is about being stealthy and mysterious, but also being creative. Jaguar moves with ease through almost any kind of climate and any kind of terrain. So nothing is too challenging for jaguar. And have you ever seen a jaguar? They are one of my favorite big cats, right? Even if you look at a photograph and look in the eyes of a jaguar, like there's such deep mystery there. But jaguar also teaches companionship, community. Like we're here in the middle world to learn how to work with each other, to help each other, support each other, but also to learn how to navigate our terrain with grace and beauty and protection, right? And then the upper world ally is the condor. That's the you have to have a bird for the upper realms, right? Because that's the lightness of being. Those are spirit guides, ascended masters, ancestors in the spirit world. And so condor represents stretching your wings as far as you can and flying over the challenges of life, having a bigger perspective. So whether you're on the ground slithering and shedding skin, or you're moving through this realm with mystery and magic, or you're flying above this realm and looking down and seeing with a greater perspective, so first of all, this is like code, okay? These 3 allies are always the representatives of the 3 worlds in shamanism, especially in Karo shamanism, which is the Andean shamanism from Central and South America. So if you see this on somebody's altar, it's kind of like code for like, I know what you know, right? When you put it on your altar, it means that just like we hold the 4 directions, earth, air, fire, water, right, north, south, east, west, we also have to hold the 3 worlds. We have to balance the demands and the power of the lower world with the middle world and the upper world. Does that make sense? So this is an altar piece for you.
So special, guys. I've never seen anything like this.
We only have 5 of them. They're 4 inches. These were handmade in Peru. They're made out of brass. Isn't it gorgeous? These are $149.
And congratulations.
And congrats. They made these for us. There wasn't even any other ones like it on the market for us to even compare these to, because these were custom made. And we have a couple of Peruvian treasures from the show, but these were brought to Denver just for us. So I'm glad you like it.
This is interesting. You and I are both being complimented practically at the same time. The comments are only
for behaving well.
Well, no, where both of us are being complimented for the ring on the middle finger of our right hand. So mine is a cat's eye green tourmaline,
which is beautiful.
Thank you. It was a gift from this one over here, and then hers is black and white diamond. Right?
Yeah, mine is. That was my anniversary gift from Dave 2 years ago, and it's him and me. Stars in the sky.
Aww, that's really cute. Which one are you?
I'm probably the little one.
Aww.
He's kind of little.
I thought you were saying that, I get it now, because there's the two. I thought you were saying that one of you was the sky and one of you was the star.
No, I'm like this little star
Aw.
over here, and he's that one over there, kind of like standing over me, judging me.
That's very sweet.
I'm just kidding. I love this
Very,
ring so
very
much.
sweet.
Dave is the best. You know, I've been with, had a few relationships. Dave is the best at buying jewelry.
He's a very good gift giver.
He's an amazing gift giver, and like takes pride in buying me really beautiful jewelry. I'm very lucky.
Let's talk about Shangan amethyst. Shangan?
I don't know.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
It's a tribe. I'm gonna talk about Shangan amethyst.
These are so cool.
Zimbabwe. They're not all scepters, I have to break it to you.
They're not all scepters, but they are all very special.
But they're all really beautiful. So what's interesting to me, maybe you find this interesting too. I did see, Heather Winkler, that you got that cat's eye tourmaline from Raza. I did see that.
Oh, congratulations,
There was a
Heather.
screenshot. That's what I saw. I saw the screenshot from the video of you saying, because I put it on my hand, and that's the one you got. I thought that was really, really cool.
The ring on my first finger is a Mexican fire opal, if that's the one you're talking about.
From Tucson.
Yeah, this was from Tucson. Mm-hmm. And then the other ring I'm wearing is the Azurite and Malachite Catrifoil from our Crystal Masters class
Which
in
I love.
July,
Mm.
I think. And then the other ring I'm wearing is this, because I haven't taken it off yet. I will have to.
Eventually she's
but
going to take it off.
I won't yet.
Oh, thank you for that. Okay, so a lot of you ask about ethical sourcing of crystals. It's funny because my editor was just asking me about this too, because I'm working on a book right now. We were talking about it. It's hard to say that every crystal sourced is ethically sourced. One of the things I can tell you is that we've been doing this long enough that we know every single person we buy crystals from now, like personally. And when we have experienced people who don't source ethically, we don't buy from them anymore. It's not important to me to just have stuff, you know what I mean? Like I want to know that when I send you something that it came in a good way, if that makes sense. One of the things I love about Shangan amethyst from Zimbabwe is that it's the only form of amethyst that is mined on sacred land. Okay, it's mined on tribal land, and the chief of the tribe gave explicit permission for the stones to be mined. To my knowledge, that is the only time that a tribal chief has given specific authorization for people to come and mine the crystals. Now, I think it's smart because in doing that, a lot of the proceeds go back to the tribe, so they're supported by it, and it tells you that you're allowed to have this, right? They're not going on this land in the middle of the night and walking around fences and doing weird shit to get it, right? Like you have permission to own this from the person whose tribe owns that land by right? So there's a nice kind of like, for me, I appreciate that because I think the energy is different. It reminds me very much of Brandberg amethyst, and Brandberg amethyst is mined from the Brand Mountain in Namibia, and it isn't tribal land, so you don't have the kind of like conflict issues that you have with other parts of Africa, like the Congo, right? There's a lot of conflict challenges there. So anyway, the long story short is the chief of the tribe has said it is okay for the stone to be mined and appreciates having the support, the financial support of the revenue that comes back from the mining of this crystal, which I love that there's benefit all around. You get a beautiful stone and they get financial support. And so I think that's a win-win, right? So we have two different sizes of Shangan amethyst. They're all under $100. There's 1 to 2 inch pieces, which was what Alexys is showing you right now. Some of these are in hydro. We didn't check them all. You should just look, okay, when you get it.
Some of them have coxonite.
There's other inclusions. They're all smoky amethyst, but some of them have lepidochrosite, some of them have coxonite. There's other inclusions in there. Amethyst is peace, balance, detoxification. Smoky quartz removes negative energy from your field. Coxonite helps to support you during times of change, and lepidochrosite and hematite protect you and heal trauma. Okay? KL, not right now, but I see your comment, and I will double check. I don't think we have citrine tonight.
We do, and we can do it, not next, but we can do it shortly.
They're not the etched pieces, are they? Oh, the points. This the Congo points. Okay, so we will get there. Just hang tight for a second because I want to finish the work on Shangan Amethyst, and then we'll move on to something else.
Yeah, we'll do a single item after this, and then we'll do the citrine.
Okay. Not all of them are scepters. The spelling of Shangan is Shangaan. It's like Shangan Amethyst. Okay. The small pieces are $69 for 1 to 2 inches, and the medium pieces are $89 for 2 to 3 inches. I have 50 of the small and 35 of the medium, and that's all they wrote. That's it. There's less than 100 pieces. Now, what's a scepter? I just want to take a minute just to geek out. Like, I don't know if that's interesting to you, but some people do come to these shows to learn, so I do like to take the teaching time to do it. So a scepter, do you see how the one on the right side of your screen has a little tiny point at the bottom and then it goes out and gets bigger? Do you see that formation? That's called a scepter. The legend is in ancient Lemuria that the priests and priestesses only worked with scepters because they were natural wands. And they would use those scepters, most of them were quartz, and Lemurian quartz at that, but they were also using smoky quartz and other crystals too, to send and receive energy, because they're like little transmitters, right? Not all of these are scepters, but a lot of them are. In this particular region of Zimbabwe, you find a lot of scepter formations. It's the same with the Brandberg on the Brandberg Mountain. In Namibia, you find a lot of the scepter formations. What happens with a scepter is you have a quartz point that starts to grow, and then there's what we call overgrowth. So a second point starts to grow on top of it. So it makes like a mushroom cap, kind of. And that scepter formation, so when you're out shopping for crystals, if there's 2 crystals sitting next to each other, same exact stone, one's a scepter, one's not, you're going to pay 2 to 3 times for a scepter what you're going to pay for a non-scepter, because it's a different quartz formation. It's a different crystal formation, and it's more rare. It's kind of like star rubies and non-star rubies, right? You're going to pay more for a star because it's a unique formation.
So the amazing part about this is that you're not paying a scepter price.
Yeah, we could have sorted these and charged X for scepters and Y for non-scepters. We didn't do that. So you may end up getting a scepter and not paying for it, which is kind of a cool thing. We're charging you non-scepter prices, and like 60% of them are scepters. And this kind of what we're telling you.
This piece is double tourmaline. They're just super special.
Yeah, they're crazy.
So congratulations,
and
guys.
the chief of the tribe said it was okay. I mean, again, for me, like, that goes a long way.
It does. I think that's very special.
And I think we have to get to that point where we have buy-in and co-ownership of the people whose land we're mining on. Right? Mm-hmm. And in most places we do. Like, when you go to Brazil, you're mining in Minas Gerais. It's not like there's a tribe there that you need their permission, right? And a lot of the sales of crystals in a place like Minas Gerais, for example, support the community of Minas Gerais. Like, if I have a friend whose family is from Minas Gerais, they're not in the gem and mineral business, but she's like, Athena, that's how everybody like supports themselves in Minas Gerais. So, and it's the same thing in Colombia and the different regions where the emeralds come from, for example, right? So, but it is nice when you're mining on tribal land. It's kind of nice to know that you have the support and the buy-in.
Now these next pieces.
Yeah, so if you missed what I just talked about, you might want to go back and listen. I was talking about scepters as healing crystals and stuff for Gal, so yeah, you can always go back and kind of rewatch that part if you want more information.
These next pieces are very special. We have only two of these bracelets and only one of the rings. So Athena, the bracelets are 16 and 17, and then the ring is over here, number 39. Okay. So they are on different pages. But what I'm hoping is that whoever gets the ring also gets a bracelet, but I mean, I just want them to go to good homes. So that's the ring.
What's the difference in the bracelets?
My bracelet, I don't know.
Because they're listed separately.
One
it says apatite, amethyst, sapphire. I think that's mine. And then yours is
this
blue
one,
topaz, amethyst, sapphire.
Oh, okay. So this one, I don't see any blue topaz. Oh, yeah, I think that I don't see the blue topaz.
I think. Can I have that? Yeah. Gotta get up on it.
I see blue topaz on the ring.
There's blue topaz.
Yeah, I think one of those is blue topaz. It's a very like periwinkle color. It's pretty.
It is. So bad news. I'm gonna keep number 16, Team SG.
So that's the one with apatite.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have one bracelet.
So we have one bracelet that you can buy.
So this is the one that
you will be the
buy.
matchy. You'll be the matchy with me. It's very similar. Yours has blue topaz, amethyst, and sapphire. These are peacock cuffs.
And a ring.
And a ring. So you actually, what's cool is that's the exact wardrobe that belongs together. What I'm going to do, just to, what number was the bracelet or the ring again?
I believe it was 39.
Okay, yeah. I just want to look at them together. If you, let's try this first. If you want to get the cuff on its own, they're amazing, by the way. The cuff on its own is $6.99 and the ring is $159.
It's open on the back, you guys. I think that's so special that they opened it up for each stone.
I will do the duo for $800 if anybody wants it. So let's try that first. Okay, if you want the ring and the bracelet, I'll take the $60 off and I'll do the duo for $800. If nobody wants that, then we'll offer them separately.
The ring is adjustable.
I just think if you're getting the bracelet, you probably should get the ring too because they're meant to be worn together.
Yeah.
So $800 for both. Normally it would be $6.99 and $159. So I'm combining them if you want them together. So Team SG, could you do me a favor and not do that? Don't look at what Team SG is writing.
Yeah,
sorry.
Let's see if anyone wants it first.
Yeah, I wanted to do this a little bit differently. I'm sorry, Team SG. I was hoping you were hearing me. So
I think it's because of the delay. So they,
maybe.
Yeah, it's because of the delay. So everyone is delayed a tiny bit.
Yeah, I think they belong together. So if anybody wants the duo, then I'm taking some off the amount.
There
so
we
if you
go.
would like $800, you'll get the duo. And then if nobody buys the duo, then I'll do the ring and the bracelet separately. But I think they're meant to be worn together. I really do. And congratulations in advance.
And I think somebody did get it. I'm excited.
I see something, but I don't want to call her out.
I'm going to keep the ring on for the rest of the night if you guys don't mind.
And then I have
And
your
the bracelet.
matchy.
Look at that bracelet on, by the way, next to the ruby.
I just think it's beautiful. I mean, peacock represents protection, right? The eyes of the peacock. I've told you that story before. I saw Yolanda. I just don't want to call you.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the team to say it. We saw. And we're happy for
Paging
you.
Yolanda K. We see Yolanda K.
We're just waiting.
We're calling her out. Holy shit. Team SG hates it when we call them out ahead of you, and I don't blame them. I would hate it too. I'd be like, can you just shut up and wait for us to do our job?
Yeah, because sometimes we
So-
see it differently than they do.
And then I screw up, and then it's like, great, that's awesome.
It's officially been announced. Congratulations, Londa.
Got it. And I have your matchy.
I'm going to wear your stuff for just a little bit.
And she's
'cause
gonna
it's
wear your
comfy.
stuff.
The ring is very comfortable.
Alexis is stacked on jewelry.
I know.
I
I'm going to put Dave's bracelet.
It's it's an occupational hazard, don't you think?
It's so pretty.
It looks real nice.
I
on
think
you,
I think
Alexis.
we still. I'm just gonna show it one more time. I think we still have the ruby bracelets left. So if anyone
That's a
wants,
pretty combo. Look at that.
Isn't that so pretty?
Not to put pressure on you, Wanda, but
Yeah, it looks so pretty. But the bracelets are $2.99.
yeah.
Full of just gorgeous rubies. Some of these are star. I saw it. Not all of them, but some. It's just gorgeous. So,
So
please.
cheers to Londa. Cheers to everybody who got Shangan Amethyst. I really hope you love it as much as I do. No, we have not gotten to giveaways yet.
No, those usually stay until the last bit.
It's coming at the end. But I do have citrine. Where are my citriners? Where are my peeps who want the citrine? You know who you are.
So this is number 14.
Yeah, I was doing something else.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were looking. I never know with you.
I know.
We sound like an old married couple. Never
And
know
we're
with
like,
you. You're like,
oh,
I know.
Okay. If you love citrine, I don't think you have this citrine. This is not Congo. This is Malawi. This is a different region of Africa. We haven't. So my citriners, these are under $50 for 2 to 2.5 inch natural citrine from Africa. Now, you know how I feel about Africa. If I'm given my choice between any other country for stones and Africa, I'm always going to choose Africa. Africa is where we all come from. When I was an undergraduate at UC Irvine, there's a book called Black Athena, and it's I went to all the lectures that the author gave, and it's basically how, like, because I have some African in my DNA. When my DNA report came back, I had some North African results in my DNA. I talked to my dad about it, and he's like, where do you think Greeks come from? We come from Egypt. We come from Africa. So my dad was like, duh, like, of course we have African, DNA. Not a lot of it, but mine is sort of like Egyptian, Nigerian. Anyway, so if you love Egyptian stones or, African stones as much as I do, then this citrine is probably calling your name. Isn't that cool?
It's really
So
cool.
citrine is known as the merchant stone. It attracts money to you. So it attracts wealth and abundance and prosperity. And what I love about African amethyst is it's never heat treated. It's always natural. Sometimes in Brazil, they'll take amethyst and heat it up in an oven and turn it kind of orangey and call that citrine. They don't do that as much anymore because TikTok and Instagram, like, you kind of can't.
They expose
you can't do that.
them.
Expose.
I mean, it still happens, but they're generally honest about it. Like, they'll be like, this is treated.
We have it
amethyst.
at
It's still
SGTV.com,
pretty.
but we call it heat-treated amethyst.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't call it citrine. So anyway, $49 today gets you a 2 to 2.5 inch of celestial citrine from Malawi. Just pretty cool.
It's very
You're North
special.
African? Isn't that cool? A lot of us have that DNA. But again, I think it takes us back to our Atlantean and our Egyptian roots. North African DNA is ultimately just a sign that your ancestors probably came through Atlantis, over to Greece, Rome, somewhere in there, and then boop. Or from Egypt, boop, to Greece and Rome. And like poof, now we're Greek or Italian, and we're like, but wait a minute, I think I'm Egyptian, and you are. Anyway, that was your DNA lesson for today. Welcome to who you are and where you came from.
Ooh,
Yeah.
let's talk about
That was beautiful citrine. You did make a really good choice there. By the way.
boostamite.
Oh, boostamite helps with headaches. Another African stone. It's like Africa Palooza right now. No, I really do. I'm gonna go get my giveaway in a second, by the way.
You just sit right there, Missy.
Boostamita. Boostamite comes from South Africa. It breaks down barriers between the self and others. It helps you to be present, reminds you of all the fun life can be, and it's legit for headaches.
And this piece looks like a strawberry ice cream sandwich.
Do you want to know what's really exciting about boostamite? Do you know what mine this grows in? Do you know what mine this grows in? A straight A student over here knows. Teacher, pick on me. I know the answer.
I'm definitely a Hermione. For sure.
She's straight up Hermione.
I'm a Slytherin Hermione.
I would have loved to have had you in my classes in college. I would have really, you would have been my favorite student.
The thing is, I'm like that with stuff I care about, but I also didn't care too much about school.
Yeah, what I was teaching was fun, though. You would have been into it.
I was like that in history class and biology.
And probably
class and
mythology and the things I would have been teaching.
yeah.
You would have been into that.
Definitely not
sociology.
math.
Oh, but I wouldn't teach. I taught statistics for 2 semesters. It was a fucking nightmare.
No.
Honestly, that was not my calling. And I would tell my students that too.
They're guessing it.
They got it!
Yeah.
Oh my god, look at all my star students. This is from the Sugilite mine. Because boostamite grows with Sugilite, and Richterite grows with Sugilite,
And
the
manganese
grows
grows
with
with
Sugilite, and that is manganese. And if you have a bruise, then you put that on your leg, and it takes your bruise away. And then if your head is hurting, then you stick that on your head. Or if Betty's giving you a headache, then you throw it across the table.
What if my headache is from this song? Rachel's amused by me. I don't know if you guys can hear, but I just have to point out that someone thought that was funny. Athena definitely didn't know.
You know? People can hurt people's feelings, and that's fine. Okay. People need to be not so sensitive all the time. Honestly, people have been kind of jerky the last day. I kind of want to go crawl under a rock.
No, I'm just kidding. I was
Anyway.
just being silly. I don't have a headache.
This is not a good song. First of all, Megan Easton, I will never sing that song for you again. That was a terrible song. No, it was horrible. And Betty's in trouble. I hope your mom's name isn't Betty, Annette. Please tell me it's not. I'm not doing that song ever again. It was horrible. But you did learn that boostamite grows with Richterite, or Richterite grows with Sugilite. Sugilite was discovered by Suki, who was a geologist who was looking for manganese and stumbled across a purple stone and was like, what is this? And poof, we have this now. Okay.
I said, damn, it's like Davis here. He'd be proud of me.
Dave would be proud of her. He would. She's done a really good job. Okay. We're spending so much time on this, and I only have 12 pieces.
Like, let's just say the price. They're waiting.
12 pieces. They're 4 inches. They're under $250. Get your fingers ready. If you want a really rare ore of Sugilite and ore of manganese, like, you're kind of looking at it. This is one of those Denver things where it's like, boost of my, especially if you're a migrainer, like, you need this all day long. $249. Ready, go. Ready, go.
I'm sorry this took so long. I don't know what happened to us just now.
No, I mean, I don't feel good.
That's what happens when Pisces flips the script. She's the one supposed to be making me cry.
Yeah,
she doesn't.
No, I don't cry. No. Well, I think have I made you cry before? I don't know.
I mean, by being nice.
Oh, by being nice, but not by being a jerk.
No.
I don't cry. I'm allergic to it.
I've made you cry before.
Well, you've made me like this, well up with tears a little bit, but crying fucks up your eyeliner.
It's my goal to make everyone I know cry. In a good way.
I'm not doing that. I don't want it.
So you know what? It's already happened.
I love that Rhonda said boostamite, like BOO.
Boostamite? Bustamite? I'm sorry for that.
I just, for me, crying, like, I mean, I get it, but it's like, I don't know, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to touch up my makeup. There's very little for me that's, like, really worth it. Now, you've seen me cry before. Those of you who've been with me for a long time, like when my mom died, obviously, and stuff. But, like, in general, I'm not going to cry because somebody's an asshole. Now, this is not worth eyeliner.
This is really, really cool. So, I'm not going to lie to you guys.
I love these. I'm
going to be 100% honest with you guys. When I first saw these, I thought that it was a skull wearing a beanie. And I lived with that thought for
the shaman
a bit.
Is like,
I know. And narrowly it was just like, no, this is not a skull wearing a beanie. But no. I thought it was just a cute little skull wearing a beanie. It's not, and it's super special what it actually is. So these are from Peru, and they are a carving of an Incan warrior. Because Incan warriors, their hair is extremely sacred. So they're actually buried or that whatever it is that they do, I'm not entirely sure, but they're
burial.
Yeah, it is buried. Okay, I thought that's what he said. Mm-hmm. They're buried with their hair still intact in a bun, and so that is what is represented
when
here.
they die in battle. It's a way of honoring the warrior. I do want to take a minute to be serious about this because I do. Yeah, no, she's right, and honestly, if you didn't know, like, you wouldn't know. It does look like Santa carved out of serpentine or something. Anybody interested in Incan? I'm obsessed because the Aztec, the Mayas, and the Inca have been a lifelong exploration for me. I have Mayan roots and Aztec roots in my soul lineage. So, and I had a past life where I was a sacrifice. So, it's those roots for me are a struggle, but at the same time, it's a source of fascination. To my knowledge, I didn't have an Inca past life, but I'm obsessed with Peru. And when I taught you guys Peru, I showed you the civilization from northwest Peru where it had all the really incredible relics, and I was able to get a piece from archaeologists and stuff. I'm obsessed, right? So when you think Aztec, Maya, Inca, think Mexico, Central America, South America, right? So they kind of go, the cascades down, the three civilizations. Before the Aztecs, it was the Olmecs. And what's fascinating to me about all of this is the original Mexicans, the original Aztecs, were Olmecs, and the Olmecs actually came from Siberia. They actually came from way north. And, because the continents were differently structured when the Olmecs came from the north, and they were wearing fur and, like, animal skins and stuff, and then got to what is now, northern and central Mexico. And totally different climate, like, you know what I mean? It's amazing the evolution of the Mexican and Central and South American cultures and indigenous populations. The Inca were a highly civilized, highly developed, and very ceremonial culture. And the warriors in the Inca, tradition, if they died in battle or died valiantly, they were buried with their hair intact. And so that for me is a very powerful sign. I've never seen skulls carved with the hair intact honoring the Inca warriors.
I think it's so special.
The Aztecs didn't do that, and the Mayans didn't do that. It was a uniquely Incan practice, right, which today we would call the Andean people. This is their lineage, right? I don't know if this is interesting to you, but I'm obsessed with all of that. So I have 11 of the small, which are 3.5 to 4 inches, under $120. I'm a skull collector, so if you are too, you're probably losing your mind. And then I have 8 of the medium, which is 4.5 to 5 inches. This is serpentine with pyrite. Serpentine is a stone of desire, creativity, and pyrite is empowerment and passion and confidence. So this is like you as the warrior. That's so why I love it so much. Yeah, one day I want to teach all this. You know, there's so much in my brain about all of these ancient civilizations and their ceremonial practices and their burial practices, and it's endlessly fascinating. I think, Dave's like, how do I start a wave?
Did you say the prices yet?
No. Thank you so much for that. $119 for the small and $139 for the medium, Alexis.
They're so special, guys. Also, I mean, that price on a skull of these sizes, that's just insane.
Yeah, just to get a regular skull in quartz for that price or whatever. Like, serpentine is more rare, and the carving of this with the intention is pretty magical.
It's very, very special.
If you're a warrior and you kick ass, then you know what? You get buried with your hair. There's something in me that's a warrior. Maybe because I'm named after a goddess of war.
I think you are a warrior.
I kind of am.
I think these are special. I love them.
And you get buried with your hair because you're gonna be in battle. It's really cool. And you know, if you really want to go down this rabbit hole, you can Google search this and see some of the mummies that they've excavated from some of these Incan ruins. It's amazing to see the intricacy of the braids and how they wrap the braids after death, and it gives me chills all over. Like I don't know what the actual ceremonies look like, but it was a process of honoring it. And what's interesting is so many cultures, especially with warriors and long hair, we don't honor that now in the West. I love men with long hair. I think men should all have long hair. I also think men should wear eyeliner and paint their nails, but that's just me. But I really do like every civilization that honors your hair is like an antenna. It holds your wisdom and your intuition. And it's one of the saddest stories of the indigenous populations in the U.S. because the Native Americans were forced to cut their hair. And even in Native American culture today, you cut your hair, you cut off your intuition. When I trim my hair, I only trim my hair once a year, my intuition is off for about 2 months. I don't trim my hair unless I have to, because literally I can feel that it's antennas, just like I don't trim my nails, I wait for them to break, because your hair and your nails are like antenna. And we learned this from the indigenous practices. So yeah, Rock has amazing long braided hair, and he's such a warrior. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just think, I don't know, in our culture we don't prize that. We don't prize long nails and long hair for men, but most of the indigenous traditions have. And to be able to be buried with your hair was very sacred. So anyway.
This rutilated quartz has its hair.
That was a fantastic segue, and it wasn't cheesy.
Right.
I love that.
It does have
actually.
its hair. It's got rutilated hair, rutial hair. These are really, really cool. This is one of my other favorites of the night because, I mean, this is covered in just like record keepers and all sorts of
that has
stuff.
Crazy markings. I was looking at it earlier too.
And even look at the bottom, guys. Just look at that. Even the bottom is pretty.
We have 6 of these clusters, by the way. They are 7 to 8 inches. They're under $500, and they all have rutial. I mean, if she turns it this way, there's literally 100 faces on this thing. This was the side I couldn't get over. It's like stairs. Do you see? There's all these terminations here, and then there's all these terminations down the side. I'm just a smoky quartz person, but a lot of the rutile is exposed where you can actually touch it. It's outside the crystal, which is really cool when you get to actually touch those golden lines that are usually buried inside of your crystals. And there's a little black tourmaline on these too, a little mica, you know what I mean, and a little hematite, because remember, golden rutile grows with hematite. So anytime you have golden rutile, you're going to have some micro formation of hematite too.
She did say under $500.
Under $500. Also, I double dislike it, and all of my Brazilian sources for stones know this. They all talk to me about it now. I don't like it when they polish the faces of the stones. They take all the magical markings off. They think everybody wants a fully polished crystal, and I'm like, my people don't. They want that shit natural, man, out of the ground. They left these alone. So all of your record keepers and your all the micro sort of the alluvial markings and the etchings and everything are there. They didn't scrape it off with the polishing, right?
It's a big, heavy piece for sure.
These are big.
Not too heavy to be. I mean, you should be able to pick that up and move it if you need to, but it's a sturdy piece.
Team SG, I would like to send these with the pillows, though. Can we do that? I'm gonna send you a pillow as a gift if you get one of these. There's only 6, but do you see it on the pillow? You kind of want the pillow. I don't know what colors we have. If we have gold, I would prefer them to come with gold pillows, but if we don't have enough gold, they'll send you a black one or something. But I just think it's really pretty on the pillow, and I'll throw that in as a gift.
They're pretty on the teal pillow, too.
They're $4.99.
It's beautiful. And congratulations.
Smoky quartz, protection, transmutation, grounding, golden rutile, managing change with grace and beauty, hematite, grounding, protection, black tourmaline, big protection, right? We talked about that earlier with those naturally terminated generators. Yeah. Clean is pretty, but I mean, don't you want to see how it came out of the earth? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. For me, I would take dirty and kind of marked up any day over highly polished, because I want to see what Mother Nature was doing with it. Those markings, by the way, alluvial markings, ILLUIVUVIAL, alluvial markings are water etchings. They take thousands of years. Sometimes it's a little stream that's running over a crystal, but it runs over it 10 times a day for 1,000 years, and it starts to make these little etchings. So the markings and the etchings on your stones tell you the story of how they developed. Did they develop underwater, near water, around water? Were there major weather events? When you see fracture lines like self-healed crystals, you always know there was a major impact during the growth process of the crystal. So you start taking etchings and markings off, and you lose a little bit of the trajectory, the narrative, or the story of the crystal's development.
Team SG, please let us know if there's anything still left in stock. I see a couple people asking if we still have any more of the skulls.
Is there anything left in stock? No, not really. No. Pretty much everything is gone, so...
He sounds kind of like Oscar.
I don't see any skulls left.
Perfect. Thank you, Rachel.
I only have one
no
voice
skulls
that I
left, according to Rachel.
I don't know. My name's not Oscar, but I guess I sound a lot like him, so... I'm the guardian of the lower world, whatever.
My name is Posker.
Posker? Why?
Imposter, because he's like
he's
imposter.
Imposter. He's not. You're a very nice snake, and
he's
I like
very
you
cute. Look at his little smile. You guys,
nice.
He has a little smile.
I don't know if there's anything left, but look how handsome I am. I mean, for God's sake, have you ever seen a snake that look like that? I'm just so happy. I hope Dave is here because he really likes it when that lady talks in this voice, and now she's gonna do it until these are all gone.
So we talked earlier about how the snake is the guardian of the lower realm. And this is from Peru. It's carved out of alabaster. Every single one of these is hand carved. It's line number 50. She's over here hunting.
Oh, you can't even find me right now.
Every single one of these is hand carved. So if we have 50 of them, that means they had to by hand carve 100 teeny tiny teeth. And look, his teeth are kind of round. I just think he's so cute. And look at all of his little scales.
He's a pop star.
This is carved in the same way and from the same material as your chumpy stones are.
Yeah, so these are carved by shaman in Peru by hand in a trance, just like the chumpies.
His little tail.
I know, it's tucked up under there right now. I'm pretty shy, so...
So we have 50 of these. Mm-hmm. Would you like to say the price? Snakes represent transformation.
They do. They're $59 each. I'll tell you, so the lower world is also aligned with the direction of south and the element of fire. So snake is one of my animal spirit allies, and I love them. I love snake skin. I do. I like it when it's naturally shed, But I have several things made out of cobra, naturally shed cobra skin, and I was able to get a beautiful cobra skin in Arizona, and I had a piece of it taken and cuffs made for all the beautiful women in my life years ago.
Aw,
so we all
that's
have
really
cobra
cool.
cuffs. Yeah, Cobra Kai. Yeah.
Strike first, strike hard.
Yeah, it
and
kind
no
of reminds
mercy.
how special I am. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you'll totally hear it. I'll be like, yeah, you're kind of in a bit in a rough mood today because you're not feeling good. So why don't you snap out of it and be happy? Because look at me. I'm making fun of it, but these are actually really special. I mean, I'm not making
really
fun.
special.
I'm not making fun of you. I'm not. You're actually cutie pies. If there's one left, I will totally keep it. Sweep the leg.
Sweet.
The kids and I are behind on Cobra Kai. We're like behind by like 2 weeks.
I haven't
So,
caught up on the new season yet.
Yeah.
Or are they releasing it episode by episode? Or
I don't
just-
know. Did
Oh.
they release the whole season?
Oh, you mean by 2 weeks, like after it released?
Well, we haven't seen any of it yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
because it released while we were in Denver,
Yeah.
so I haven't watched it yet either. But
And I'm
want to.
behind on House of the Dragon, and I have not started the Lord of the Rings prequel either.
Yeah.
I have a lot to watch. And I'm behind on the Kardashians, which I am watching the Kardashians this season. Don't judge me for it.
So this doesn't have to do with any of those, but this is very important, especially because Shadow season is coming. This is an Obsidian Raven. This is line number 5, Athena.
Oh, thank you.
Ravens are messengers.
They are.
And Obsidian is purifying. It's crystallized fire, right?
It is.
She says it so much better
before
than
I before I talk about that, if you are in Soul Shift or Crystal Masters, are any of you my students? Some of you are. You have until midnight to pre-register for the Shadow Retreat that I'm teaching on October 29th on Saturday before Halloween for Samhain.
That's why I have a black line on my
Mm-hmm.
hand, because I was showing them their shadow line shimmer earlier.
Half of the seats are sold out. Starting tomorrow, if you're not in my programs, you can register for the Shadow Retreat starting in the morning. We opened it for the first 48 hours just to my students. We will not be adding more seats. So when you see the retreat, if you're feeling called to it, you should register. Tara and I are doing a 2-hour workshop on Pluto, which is your placement of Pluto basically determines your shadow side and what it looks like. And then I'm teaching a whole host of topics. I'm teaching a psychology seminar called Shadow Spotting, which is a technique to help heal trauma in the brain. I've never taught that before. I'm leading you through a brand new guided meditation called the Dark Room to help you identify and dialogue with your shadow. So it's going to be pretty powerful. So I just want to remind you, if you're in Soul Shift or Crystal Masters, please set an alarm. Make sure you register before midnight, because after that, you guys have a special discount that you can use. And then if you're in the general public, you can start registering tomorrow, but you won't have the discount. Members get a special little perk. We are working on the incense, yes. And if you're already registered, I'm really excited. We're going to have so much fun. I mean, to do a shadow retreat 2 days before Halloween, come on now.
It's so special.
We're really excited about it. So anyway, I'm talking about that because Raven, Crow, is one of my animal spirit allies.
Wings in the back.
These are beautifully carved. And obsidian, these come from Mexico. These are hand carved out of obsidian. And obsidian is literally hardened fire. It's a form of lavic glass. So for the ancient Aztecs in particular, they felt like if you worked with obsidian, you were working with fire. And they used obsidian, and they still do today. If you go and have an Aztec clearing ceremony down in Mexico, there's lots of places to go and do that. They use traditional and original Aztec practices to do those ceremonies. They use obsidian knives, they use obsidian chalices, and they burn different herbs and resins to clear the energy field. So this is a messenger, a spirit messenger in the stone of clearing. So this little ally is going to help you understand how to clear energy or where to clear energy in order to heal. Isn't that cool? They're very smart. Yeah, I always say don't be a jerk to crows because they remember you.
They're very intelligent.
They're very smart. They remember faces. They remember voices. They are so smart.
He's about 3 inches tall, Marty.
Yep.
So these are about 3 inches. They're carved on little logs. I
Yep,
thought that was cute.
these are $79, and I have 47 of them. So good luck. What's really cool is that we could only find one other hand-carved obsidian crow online, and it was $100, and it was an inch shorter.
Yeah.
So this is a kind of a Denver special. And especially if you collect carvings of your animal spirit allies, I do, because I like to have them around. I mean, having snake and having crow and hummingbird is another one of my animal spirit companions. I find a lot of comfort. I keep them on my altar. I keep them around my sacred space, and kind of holds the energy of the animal for us. I'm glad you love it too.
I'm glad you guys.
The bee just
went,
went,
I just think his feathers. Look at how his little wings are carved.
They're beautiful.
I think he's cute.
And you can see it on his beak. I know these are mostly gone, but can you run the flashlight through it? Again, a little teaching moment, right? Some of you are here for the teaching and not here to shop, so I always try to give you that too. So many people ask me, Athena, how do you tell the difference between obsidian and jet, or obsidian and tourmaline, right? Like, what if I didn't know? Is this shungite? What is this? Obsidian, when you shine the flashlight through it, on some part of it, usually it's the thinner part of the carving, will be translucent. And it's kind of like a darker gray brown. Do you see his beak?
Yeah.
So that's the hallmark of obsidian. And that's, again, it's because it's a form of glass. It's not a tektite. It's a form of lava-based glass that actually comes from an active volcano. Isn't that cool? So if you're ever like, I don't know if this is obsidian. How do I tell if this is obsidian or tourmaline? There's a couple of hallmark telltale differences, but one of them is shine your flashlight through it. And if you can see through it, you probably have obsidian. You know what I mean? Because you go to a metaphysical shop and it's like just all black stones. And then every black stone has a different set of metaphysical properties. Obsidian is glass. Did you know that jet is a form of petrified wood? So jet in your hand is going to feel lighter than obsidian and much lighter than tourmaline and shungite, which is carbon-based. Shungite is going to have like a hammery kind of texture on the surface. And then tourmaline is going to have little almost where it looks chipped, or little indentations, because it's very hard to polish and tumble tourmaline. So jet is going to be smooth and light. Obsidian is going to be smooth and translucent. And then your shungite is going to be a little bit hammered, and tourmaline is going to have some cracks and indentations from the quartz and albite matrix.
And ruby is going to be this reddish purpley color.
I know I go too far on tangents sometimes, but like I said, I do like to teach you these little bits and nuggets because I think it's important for you to know.
Ruby.
Onyx is in its own other category. So if it's dark and smooth, but not light and not translucent, it's onyx. Yay! Jenny's excited. She got a snake. I'm pretty excited for you too, Jenny. You know, it's pretty good, so...
The snakes are so super cute. So these are faceted ruby.
It is adjustable, Marty.
It is adjustable, and what's really special about this is that it's got a rainbow moonstone on the inside.
Yeah, these are really cool.
This is line number 37.
Okay, so this is our last ring, I think, in with quantity tonight. We have a couple more like onesie twosies. Okay, so we're doing this thing, I don't know if you've noticed it at SG, where we put stones on the inside of your rings. That takes us back to ancient Rome. On the inside of my wedding ring, I don't know if you can see it, you can show that to them, is a very tiny ruby. See it? Nobody knows it's there but me.
It's right there. Well, now we all know.
Now you all know. But it touches my skin. When I designed that ring, my jeweler was like, what? And I was like, no, you want to have a ruby inside. So that takes us back to ancient Greece and Rome, where a ruby or other stone, protective stone, was put inside the ring, not so that anybody else would see it, but so that you would see it, right? So it's for your own personal protection, and it's your own little message, right? Nobody really does that anymore. There are some jewelry designers who still do it. The main high-end jewelry designer who does it, I'm trying to remember the name. Maybe one of you will know who does it today. I know, isn't that beautiful? So we did ruby where the whole world is going to see it, and then on the inside we did rainbow moonstone. Rainbow moonstone is a stone of manifestation and expansion and completion and fruition. So on the outside it's like life force and strength and passion, and on the inside it's your manifestation moment.
It's so pretty, guys.
Yeah, the name of the designer will come to me. It's 2 words. It's his name, but I just can't remember it right now.
It does fluorite.
I haven't seen Vera Wang do it, but there is a jewelry designer who does it.
Look at how that turns. It turns like bright red. I'm trying to.
So, thanks, you guys. Yeah,
so
you can
good.
always, when you're having jewelry design, it's a good thing just to add something in there. It's just for you. So these are under $129. That's about an 8-carat ruby. Isn't that cool? Again, ruby, life force, passion, stability, grounding. And then that rainbow moonstone is going to open all your upper chakras for manifestation and creation. Isn't that cool? Roberto Coin, yes, is the one who does it. Thank you, Carolyn. I almost forgot. So these are $129 for gorgeousness, and they're fully adjustable. And what I love, if you look at the back, the way we did the band, I think, is very feminine and very sexy.
Yeah.
Because to make it bigger, you just pull it open a little bit, and then to make it smaller, you just push the 2 little, it's almost like hands coming together. You just push those closer together. So anybody can wear this because it's adjustable in sterling silver.
It's so pretty. So congratulations, guys.
And it's comfortable. I will tell
It is
you,
comfy.
because I have the ruby one that we did with the tanzanite.
Yeah. Oof,
You can't
yes.
feel it. It's crazy. You would think, that's a sizable, my little ruby in here is teeny tiny. That's a sizable cabochon, but you really can't feel it when you're wearing it. I think you will love that ring. So congrats. And I will tell you, think about getting one of those as a gift for someone for the holidays. Because a lot of the things we're showing you are just, we have 20 of this, 20 of that, and we don't bring them back. So it is September. It's not too early to, in fact, it's going to be October. I'm marrying a couple in Indiana on October 1st. And I can't believe I'm leaving next Thursday for Chicago to go marry them. But anyway, so it's almost October. Can you believe it? Noah and Zoe's wedding seemed so far away, and now it's like I'm shipping my stuff out there to get ready to go marry them. I'm so glad you guys like it. And you're welcome. Kaz says, thank you for bringing us ravens. She has a relationship with ravens. They're beautiful. So congratulations.
This is one of my other favorites.
I love you some copper.
I love how orange they are. This is completely natural color, but they're just so vibrant.
They call it native copper.
This is line number 25.
Okay, so we have a decent quantity of this. We have 43 of the small pieces and 20 of the medium-sized pieces. They're under $40 and under $60 for native copper. So we talk a lot about gemstones, and they're important, and I love them. But I also love the metals, and every metal has a different meaning, right? Silver is lunar, feminine, yin energy, receiving. Gold is masculine, yang energy, expanding, creating, penetrating. Copper is a conductor. So copper moves energy through systems. I will tell you, and I remember when I was young, I went into a metaphysical shop, and there was a woman giving a lecture. I must have been like Zoe's age, like 12, 13 years old. But I still remember the lecture. And she was talking about copper bracelets at the time. That used to be a big thing in the 80s, like those copper, they were kind of like braided bracelets. I don't know if you remember this. And she was giving a lecture on how copper was actually the cure to most illnesses and diseases. And I remember at the time going, really? Like, I thought that was so incredible. And then as I got older, I'm like, well, I don't know. And as I've come back around to really understanding the nature of metals and how they work, copper is the only metal that conducts energy the way it does. And everything in your health is based on the flow of energy. That takes us back to the Rig Veda and the original Hindu spiritual texts and understanding the chakra system. It's even the root of acupuncture and acupressure, again, is trying to figure out if the ki or the chi is flowing and how to create a better flow, right? Acupuncture is just putting needles so that the ki or the chi will flow in a different direction when you have pain. If you are a crystal healer, you do need to have a piece of native copper in your collection just to place on the body where you have pain and illness. It's very important. I have clients who will literally take a piece and like put a rubber band around their arm to like hold it in place, because it kind of works like an acupuncture needle. It's going to help to redirect the ki or the chi, which is the energy in your body, right? Those are just different names based on different traditions. You'll see prana is another name for the energy, the primary energy source in your body. So they call it native copper. It's exactly right. Awakening your fire. This is how it forms naturally. So one of the things I like to do, I like to hang pieces like this on the wall. I know that sounds really weird.
That's cool.
When I have a piece like this with a hole, I actually will put a nail in the wall and just hang it.
And this hole is a heart.
Isn't that cool? Might sound weird, but to me it actually looks like art. So I have a piece of native copper hanging in my bathroom like that. And it's beautiful. But when I need it, it's right there to move energy.
And this is how it naturally forms. This is how most metals form in these kind of like nuggety shapes.
Silver forms the same way.
No. And
although
gold.
if this was silver, this would be off the fucking charts expensive. Like, copper is more affordable, right? There's a kind of a hierarchy of metals. If this was gold or silver, we wouldn't even be having it in the sale. Like, it would just be off the charts. So the small pieces are $39. I have 43 of them. And the medium pieces are $59. I have 20. Native copper. And yeah, can you imagine? Like, I would love to see you either size. It is heavy. We can wire wrap it, but you might be surprised when you get it. And it's like, it really, copper's heavy. It has a high, what we call specific density.
It's very dense.
So other metals are lighter. Remember that gold is almost always alloyed, right? Like 14 karat gold is not pure gold, right? So it's got an alloy of other metals too. This is pure copper. So unlike gold, which tends to be alloyed to keep the cost down, but also to stabilize it, because pure gold is very soft. So one of the reasons we alloy gold with other metals is to stabilize it so that it doesn't bend and break. All about metals today. Then there's like a subcategory of metals called metalloids, which includes things like bismuth. So there's metals and metalloids. Copper is crazy heavy, and when people get it, I see Bonnevard is like, my copper sphere is really heavy. People like don't think it's going to be heavy, and then the package arrives and they're like, but I kind of like to place a copper sphere or piece on the body because there's something, as a crystal healer, comforting about the density of it. Like, the weight of it can be very comforting during a crystal healing session. Okay.
We have two beautiful bracelets.
That's actually a gorgeous shot. I like the way you're doing that. Yeah, it's really pretty.
They're pretty. So this is pretty. Line number 8 and line number 9. And this one is line number 8 on the first page, I believe.
Yep. You want to talk about it for a minute? I'm going to go get my giveaway.
Sure. So
teach you all about that. I'm gonna go away.
This one that I'm holding here is blue topaz, citrine, and aquamarine. So what I think is super special about this, I like to work with citrine and aquamarine together because citrine is the prosperity stone and aquamarine is the stone of flow. So whenever you're doing manifestation magic, abundance magic, you want to have that water element present as well because the water element is what helps things flow freely to you. So I think this is a lovely combination. Blue topaz is important too. It's a stone of communication. Aquamarine is also the stone of emotional healing. And like I said, I mean, citrine needs no other introduction. It's the money and prosperity stone. So that is this one. They are in sterling silver with gold accents. And you can see this one has a moon, which I think is perfect pairing with the aquamarine sensitivity and emotion. And then there's also beautiful leaves on it as well. So that is bracelet number 1. This one is $569. And we only have one of those. This is what it looks like on. And what I love about this is that the aquamarine sits at your pressure points on your wrist as well. Look at how pretty that looks with the kyanite bracelet. So if you got a kyanite bracelet, you should definitely think about getting this one too. I know the blue topaz is so beautiful. Blue topaz is just so sparkly. It's a really great stone to have faceted like this. Now the second bracelet we have, this one is citrine and amethyst. So again, citrine is the prosperity and money magic stone. It heals the solar plexus chakra. That is your center of power and confidence. And then amethyst is a crown chakra stone. It's my birthstone, so I'm kind of partial to it. And it's a stone of detoxification, peace, and relaxation and tranquility as well. And this one also has the amethyst on the pressure points as well. This one has the leaf carvings as well. And then over here, what's really, really pretty is this metal has a really, really beautiful hand-done design on it as well. So this one is also $5.69, and there's only one of them. They are adjustable, so they bend freely. Look at how pretty that is. That one looks really nice with the ruby bracelet. I do believe we also still have ruby bracelets as well. I know I keep pointing them out, but they're just so gorgeous. So that's $2.99 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rubies on it.
I love it. Isn't it beautiful? This is based, by the way, on a Byzantine design. So it has kind of an old world feel. I'm drawn to jewelry like this. I am. I'm not like a modern design girl. You probably see it in the jewelry that we bring you, but I like the older stuff.
I just think they're really pretty.
Yeah. So congrats!
And I think that's it for bracelets tonight. So again, if you were thinking about getting a bracelet and you didn't get one, I believe we still have the ruby ones left. Team SG, if you can please comment and let us know if anything else is left in stock as well, that would be helpful. Did you want to do your giveaway next?
It's a bracelet.
Oh, I lied to you. I didn't know.
And I'm going to apologize in advance because I think I'm getting close to
finish
getting close to my time. Okay. I brought this home from Denver for you. I thought it was really, really pretty. This is a chalcedony rose in the middle here that's been aura treated. And then it has green amethyst over here. See that little bar right there is green amethyst. It's got some, there's a blue topaz there, and then there's quartz. And there's quartz cabochon, and then quartz points. Isn't that beautiful? It's like healing and raise your vibe and protection. And if you wear it on the smallest one, it's about 6.5 inches, but it will go up to about 8. And I'm coughing all over it.
We'll sterilize that.
I'll clean it for you. I'm send it to you full of my germy germs. But anyway, I seriously bought it for you guys for the sale.
It's beautiful.
Because it meant something to me. And when I was buying it, my thought was, I wonder if all these amazing human beings know that they're like the stars in my sky.
Aww.
It was a sweet moment.
You want me to show it on this camera?
I do. You're the stars in my sky.
That's sweet.
It's really true. My life is very full because of the work I get to do in the world, and it's not always easy, at all. But it is always fulfilling, and I see you guys as stars. I really do, and I love to arms up when I cough, like I'm on a roller coaster. I love, too, that the star represents the 5 elements, right? Earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. So it's kind of like having all the elements at your fingertips. Isn't it pretty? I only have one. You can't buy it. There's a citrine on here, too. Did you see it down here? Boop, boop, boop.
Boop, boop, ba-doop, citrine.
But the green amethyst I thought was really pretty. Isn't that
really,
cool?
really lovely.
It's all this, like, it's very watery. It's like blue and green and gold. It looks beautiful on Alexys too, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm going to pick a winner. I'm glad you liked my little giveaway for tonight. I was like, what if they don't like it? But I figured you would. It's worth a lot. It's worth like $600. So, and thank you for that. I love being your star too. I feel like we're stars in each other's skies. Okay, let me see where this one is going. It's got a little bit of that vibe, Lisa. I agree with you. Isn't it pretty? Okay. I think I know where this is going. So Rachel Singleton says, my nickname is Starchild. That would be the absolute perfect bracelet for me. So you're my star child, Rachel.
Really sweet.
I love that. Can I show it one more time?
Oh yeah, of course. Sorry.
She's
squirreled
like,
it
away. Rachel, you're our star child. And it's open on the back. So all that energy of the citrine and the green amethyst and the quartz is all going to come right through to you, Rachel. Okay. So my wish for you, Rachel, is that every time you wear this bracelet that you feel like a star. And since you've already been named a star child, you already know who you are. But maybe this will be a beautiful reminder for you on those days when you forget. Because we all have days where we forget how powerful we are.
I love it.
Yay! Yay for Denver Gem Show fun. Yay!
Now, something else to help you when you're not feeling powerful. And this is super exciting. This is a Dragonstone Vogel. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-sided Vogel.
Infinity.
Infinity. This is Dragonstone. We have never had Dragonstone Vogels before, and we can't find anything like it online.
That's true.
These were made just for us.
Yeah. So what's Dragonstone? Well, here's another teaching moment. So Dragonstone, a lot of people confuse with Bloodstone, which is red and green jasper. Okay? Dragonstone is not red and green jasper. It's Piedmontite, which is the red, Piedmontite, with epidote, which is the green. So this is actually a stone for manifesting new solutions to old problems. And what a Vogel does is it removes unwanted energy. So this is going to remove energy that is causing you problems, which I think is really cool. So we were very intentional in wanting to have these made for you. Isn't that fun? So if someone's like, I know Debbie's wanting me to drink my tea. I need to.
So this is kind of the way I like to think about it is since it's 8 with the infinity, it's infinite solutions.
Infinite solutions to shitty problems. I know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I mentioned that, Chris and Elisa, because a lot of people are like, oh, that's Bloodstone. But Bloodstone is red and green jasper. Dragonstone is Piedmontite with epidote. And quartz. So what's really nice about this too is not only can you use this the way you would use a Vogel. And by the way, if you don't know how to use a Vogel,
we have a class on that.
I taught a free class on YouTube. Tonight, what are you doing? You're going to sit down, you're going to go to YouTube, you're going to watch my free class on Vogels and wands. But basically a Vogel, so Marcel Vogel, who worked for IBM forever, was obsessed with crystals. He had a shamanic journey where he saw the Kabbalah tree of life, which looks like this. It's wider at the top, narrow at the bottom. And so he designed, what he basically came up with, he was focusing on the piezoelectricity of quartz. And what he learned in his studies, and you can research this, I mean, this is public information, what Marcel Vogel came to realize was the more cuts or facets there are on a stone, the faster the spin or rotation of energy on a piece. So he was the first one really to advocate making crystals like this. And then he was guided in that same journey because of the Kabbalah tree of life to make it wider on the feminine side and narrow on the masculine side. So what you do with a Vogel is you go into your energy field, which is 12 inches around your body, with the wider end, and then you release the energy through the masculine. So feminine receives, masculine removes, rejects. And you also always want to release energy to earth, air, fire, or water. So you can release it into a glass of water, you can release it to a table, which is earth, right, or to the soil outside. But it's really just, and so for pain, in, out, in, out. And I will tell you, I use a Vogel every single day. Every single day. And I will use it on my phone. I used my Vogel on my phone today. And I was thinking today, I wonder if anybody's ever thought of doing that before.
Such a good idea.
But when you're reading shit on your phone, like sometimes I can't handle the news and stuff. I just can't. Like, there's no filter, there's no trigger warning. Like, you read stuff in the news and I'm like, and so I will go in and remove the unwanted energy from my phone, from my devices. You can remove unwanted energy from your hands. You can remove it from anywhere in your field. You can go through each of your chakras and cleanse your chakras this way. So a Vogel becomes really, for me, a power tool for almost any healing work you want to do. So if you want a Vogel, we have these here for you. Like I said, these were custom made, so we're excited about them. And they are
number 19.
I had it and then I didn't have it. These are $49.
Which is crazy.
It is crazy.
Just if you're feeling called to it, get it.
$49 for like a 6-7 inch Vogel, handmade. in a rare stone. Dragonstone is a rare stone. That's pretty crazy. Well, I have to read shit on my phone, unfortunately. I wish I didn't, but I basically run my whole life from my phone. When you own an online business, it's just an occupational hazard. But I do try to be good about, I smudge my phone every day, and I Vogel my phone.
No, I do Vogel. I smudge my phone too. I've never tried Vogeling, but I'll do it. I'll try it.
You Vogel that phone.
It's a great idea. Oh, look, those are gone.
I do have better boundaries with my phone than I used to, though. I used to just, honestly, it was like a leash. And now I consciously, and it surprises people. Like, I texted you an hour ago, and I'm like, oh, I haven't been near my phone. Like, I'm consciously trying to not be with my phone all the time, because it's just, but, you know, run your phone. If you don't have a Vogel, really the only thing you have to do is light a little bit of white sage. I'm going to inhale because it's good for my cold. But light a little bit of white sage and just run your, I don't even have my phone right now, but run your phone through it. And then if you're sick, you need to inhale. It's antibacterial, antimicrobial, antifungal, anti-muggle, anti-asshole.
Now, I have 2 pendants I really want to show you. I'm going to start with this one to give the team time to catch up. This is clear quartz for the point. And yes, this can be used as a scanner. There are spots that are
They're beautiful.
completely clear.
That's Tibetan quartz, by the way.
It's so pretty.
These are beautiful. Okay, so these are...
This is line number 31.
Then I want to talk about the onyx lamps. I think that's really important.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Okay, so, oh, there's only one. There's literally only one.
I'm giving the team time to catch up.
$299. It's
And
4.5 inches.
Turkish silver.
Turkish silver, Tibetan quartz, rainbow moonstone from India.
It's beautiful.
Made in Nepal.
It's just gorgeous. And it's huge.
beautiful.
It's a
It's huge.
single terminated wand, but that can also be worn as a pendant.
And you can slap Aunt Betty at the dinner table with it. I've hit her 9 different times tonight.
You and Aunt Betty really going at
She's
it.
pushing me. I don't have an Aunt Betty. But I do have people who drive me nuts. And I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I hit you with that. It just flew out of my hand. God, it's horrible.
And then the other pendant I want to show you, and then we'll do the lamps afterwards.
Yeah.
is-
Oh yes. Oh my God.
This is one of my favorites. I think it's so cool. So
I
this
hope you
line
can
number
get one of
30.
these. These are under $50. It's buffalo bone. It's buffalo bone.
It's so special.
It's a little sugar skull. I mean, this is like Dia de los Muertos all day long. Aren't they beautiful? Aunt Betty was naughty and she knows it. I love these pendants so much. I you know, and I know some people are like, oh, you know, animal bone or whatever. My belief system is that all parts of an animal should be worked with and made sacred, and so these are harvested and made in a sacred way. And in the indigenous path, you know, buffalo is one of the animals who has agreed to give its entire self. So like the sinew is used, the hide is used, the bones are used, everything is used with buffalo. Buffalo offers itself as an offering, which is, I think, is really beautiful too. It's medicina. So $49. I have 50 of them. They're beautiful.
Look at the back.
It's carved on the back.
It's
with a
just
lotus.
gorgeous.
It's rebirth. It's transformation. It's holy shit. I'll show you what it looks like kind of, I know, closer to me. I would put this on a cord. Isn't that beautiful? You know, I've seen people do skulls in like howlite and stuff, which I can't bring that to you because I don't like howlite, and I don't bring you things I don't like. People ask me to bring howlite, and I'm like, I'm not doing it. I don't like it. But I sure will bring you a buffalo bone sugar skull all day long.
Did you say sugar skull? Why would you call him a sugar
I said
skull?
sugar skull.
I was like, why would you call him a shitter skull?
He's not a shitter. You're not a shitter. You're a winner.
You're a winner.
I love that the third eye is a heart. Did you see? Isn't it cute? I'm glad you like that one as much as we did. I know. It's perfect for the season. It'll get to you in time for All the Day of the Dead madness. I just don't like howlite. I don't know. I can't tell you why. There's not a lot of gems and minerals I don't like, but I have like a physical reaction to it. I just don't enjoy it. It's just a personal thing, but I'm not going to bring it to you. You know why I think I don't like it? Because they sell it dyed in like touristy shops. Have you seen that? Where it's like bright blue and then you touch it and there's like blue shit on your hand and stuff. I think it just freaks me out. It looks like fake white buffalo turquoise, which white buffalo turquoise isn't actually turquoise, but it's a real stone. And I feel like howlite is like a ripoff of white buffalo turquoise, which is not turquoise. And then the metaphysical properties are weird. The metaphysical properties of howlite are finding new friends and properly hydrating yourself. I'm an introvert. I don't really want a lot of new friends, and I'm fine with my hydration levels.
So these are onyx lamps.
So welcome to Mexico, everybody.
I'm trying to show you. We have 3 sizes. So the one on the left there.
Yeah, let me help her rather than just looking at you and laughing about how fucked up howlite is. Nobody likes. I mean, if you like it, I don't want to judge you. So this is what it looks like. This is like the diameter of it. Okay, so you can see my hand around it. I have an onyx lamp like this in my bedroom, and I love it. This is Angel Onyx from Mexico. It's like a white cream colored. I'm obsessed. We brought these back from Mexico ourselves in 2019. So these were not a Denver find. These were a Sage Goddess find. We didn't realize we had these, and you guys have been asking for onyx lamps, so this is what we have. I have 1 of the small, 2 of the medium, and 2 of the large. They're all under $250. The large is 16 inches. The medium is 15 inches, and the small is 14 inches. You put an LED bulb in this, never shut it off, and it is the most beautiful glow in your bedroom. And onyx is protects you too from unwanted dreams, so it's protective of your sleep. And I just think they're beautiful. So if you've always wanted one, I like the natural edge on top too.
It's so cool. And
that's actually how the onyx came out of the earth. So
yeah.
I like that it's kind of like, and they all have like little pockets where you can see through the stone too, which is kind of cool. See those little windows?
They kind of look like clouds.
Aren't they pretty?
Looks like a golden sunset to me.
If you don't have a gemstone lamp, it's really cool to bring this to you for under $300 because these are big. Nobody will think, and if you get this as a holiday gift for someone, they're not going to think you spent, and we're shipping it for free, right? Nobody's going to think you spent that. I would love for you to have an onyx lamp. So the small is, I only have 1, it's $229. The medium is $239, I have 2. And the large is $249, I have 2. That's it.
And congratulations.
And yay. And yay! And put it in your bedroom. I'm telling you, you will be so happy you did. You'll be so happy you did. Or if your kids can't sleep and they need a night light, that's the ultimate holiday gift for your kid. Is to give them an onyx lamp. Ultimate. They will love it. And they'll have it their whole lives. Onyx is strength and protection. So even the angel onyx. What's really cool is where this particular onyx comes from, the man who makes these lamps, most of these lamps, he's an artist. And so he found this land that where he wanted to build his carving studio. And it was only after he found the land and bought it and started to build there that he realized that there was angel onyx in the land. He was building on a mine. Talk about being intended, right? I know you guys want giveaways.
We will get to them.
I see you.
We never don't do the giveaway.
I just did a giveaway, but we are going to do another giveaway. It's happening for you.
But first...
Okay, but first I'm going to get you a bag of money.
Money, money, money. This is so cute. This
really
is number 26.
Okay. Did we show that last wand?
Oh, no, we haven't yet.
Okay.
We can do that after this.
Okay. So this... I'm sticking to myself tonight.
Oh, we still have alabaster snakes left. How? Hold on. I'll be right back.
I don't even know. I know.
I thought those were gone for sure.
I am kind of in love with the snakes.
Look at how cute he is with his little smile.
I'm pretty happy. I'm not gonna bite you or anything, you know. I'm gonna sit here and chew on a money bag, so.
Anyway, so we still have these available.
That's weird.
These are.
I couldn't make that segue work.
Yeah.
Well,
they said we have them, and I've seen a couple people asking about it. I thought for sure they were sold out.
Can you grab the rainbow star too?
Yeah,
Randy wanted to see the snake, but I just want to show both the forms of obsidian real quick while we have it.
Yeah. So the snakes. Let me just give them the price. The snakes are $59. So if you would like a snake, this is carved from alabaster, hand done, the same way chumbies are. $59. And you can comment sold.
Yeah.
And then while the team is doing that,
no, we just thought these were fun. These were a little Denver find. They're little obsidian money bags. Now I'm going to tell you, the way I would work with this is you put this on your abundance or your manifestation altar. Obsidian is one of the stones that clears the pathway, right? It clears obstacles, it clears challenges. And so in this case, it's clearing obstacles to abundance. These are $39. And I think it's really, really cool. They're hand carved. And so it's like your little money bag charm.
Yeah.
Clearing all the obstacles to your abundance and your wealth.
It's like the little emoji.
It is. I love it so much. And it's flat on the bottom, so literally that belongs on your abundance altar.
Look at that. It's cute.
You set your intentions at the new moon for prosperity. You know, like I just think that's really cool. A citrine money bag would be cool, but it would be expensive AF.
Oh my
It wouldn't be
gosh.
$39.
Maybe we could do like a yellow adventure.
Or yellow fluorite would be fun.
Yellow fluorite.
Yellow
Like,
fluorite
I
would
think
be
that
fun.
could be expensive too, though.
It would be expensive. It would be more expensive than $39.
Yeah.
But this is
But we
good.
could
It's
do
gonna
it.
clear your money stuff.
Yeah.
Your old mindsets, your limiting beliefs, your all your bullshit around I don't deserve it, I can't have it, all that stuff that you have to move on from because it's holding you back. Boom.
A quartz money bag.
What's in the bag?
Too.
Dave's like, what's in the bag?
Money. All right. So also an obsidian.
Yeah. Oh, good. The lighting is good for this.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
So I'm going to try not to geek out too much, but rainbow obsidian is the rarest. It comes from Mexico. The people who carve your rainbow obsidian, you have to know, are artists of the highest degree. Because, for example, look at this. To get that purple, there's a purple star in the middle of that star. Do you see it? Mm-hmm. They found that. The stories that Diego and some of my friends in Mexico have told me about the apprenticeship, which is almost a lifetime to apprentice to be able to carve rainbow obsidian. If you don't carve it the right way, that doesn't happen. This isn't just like, oh, I'll start cutting into it and it's going to turn out this way. They actually look for the center first. So they'll find a little spot of purple and then start to carve out from there. And it takes an eye that I don't have, that you probably don't have, that takes decades to be able to cultivate. Aren't these beautiful?
Oh, wait a second, Dave. I've been trying to move it along all night. He said, I love how Alexys moves it along when I comment.
Well, you're welcome to shut off YouTube and just have a private evening to yourself. They are all like this. They're not identical, Heather, because every star is different, right? But they all have that level of marking and intensification of color. They are all carved by one master artisan, and they all have multiple colors in them. So some are green and purple, some are yellow and pink, but they all have that, okay? Isn't this gorgeous? Now remember, the star, number 5, represents abundance and prosperity. Also earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. So this can represent either abundance or the balancing of the elements on your altar. Stars are very powerful. They've been worked with in every spiritual tradition since the beginning of time, and that's the reason why. Aren't they gorgeous? So these are under $40, but I only have 50. The retail price of these is $69. Our price is $39.
And congratulations.
And holy shit.
They're gorgeous.
So it's the same family that mines the stone, cuts the stone, and apprentices the artists who do this in Mexico.
They do
Now,
such a good job.
When you go into an obsidian mine in Mexico, did you know? You'll have black on the one side, mahogany over here, and then rainbow off to another side. The difference between a black obsidian, a golden sheen, a silver sheen, a mahogany, and a rainbow is gas. There's different gases in the mine. So when an obsidian miner takes over the mine, the first thing they do is they figure out, okay, where's my silver sheen? Where's my golden sheen? Where's my black? Where's my mahogany? Where's my rainbow? And they mine it at different intervals. So, like my one friend told me in his obsidian mine, he's out of rainbow. But he still has silver sheen because he hasn't pushed all the way back into the silver sheen, but he has pushed all the way through the rainbow. So it's like they push into the mine at different times to get different quantities of stones and carve it. So it's a fascinating process, but it really is a lifelong apprenticeship. So if you have something gorgeous in rainbow obsidian, I just want you to know what a treasure it is because it's not easy. And congratulations, those stars are magnificent. Now, this ring, holy shit, this is a monk ring. My friend Valko, who lives in the Pacific Northwest, works with a monk in Bali. That monk, I love these stories. He can't tell the monk what to make or how long to take or what it should look like because the monk only does what the monk wants to do and takes as long as he wants. And he makes everything in, again, meditation and trance, okay? It's all sterling silver. The little beads and the details are all 14 karat gold. And then that is black tourmaline in quartz, but it's a doublet with 14 karat gold under it. So you're seeing the gold reflect through it. I mean, that is like a royal ring. There's only one of these. I'm really excited to see who gets it. These are expensive, but it's a holy shit piece. It's a size 9.5. But a jeweler can size this for you. So if you take it to a jeweler, they can cut it and cut the shank and bring it down. Is that incredible?
It reminds me of snakes. It's not necessarily snakes, but that's what it reminds me of two snake heads coming up around the stone.
For me, it reminds me of something like a king or queen would wear.
Oh, yeah, totally.
It has this super royal feeling to it. I think it's all the little gold dots around the sides. Like when you look at it face on, all you see are the little gold dots, and they make the gold underneath the rutilated quartz pop. Mm-hmm. $749.
It's pretty.
Yeah. So Londa, you could take it and have it sized. Any jeweler could bring this down to about a size 6, probably not smaller than a 6, Londa, and then any jeweler could bring this up to about a size 11 or 12. 3 sizes up and down on a basic band is pretty easy for most jewelers. So if you ever see a ring and you're like, oh, I really love that, but it's too big for me, as long as you're within that 3 size band up or down, they can fix that for you. Isn't that cool? So congratulations to whoever gets that piece. Mm-hmm. They've commented, so you can comment now. Somebody had said sold earlier, but they hadn't put the price up yet. So Team SG has commented. If you want that ring, just say sold. Rutilated quartz ring. I don't have any more of those rings. The monk makes like 1 a month. At most, we have like 10 or 12 of those a year. Isn't that cool? This is not something that we ever have in quantities. That's why if you're really drawn to it, I would get it and have it sized.
Team SG, can you let us know if anything else is left?
Yay. Okay. Some of the individual one-off rings I would rather do the next time so we can hold those. Okay. So why don't I would like to show them the malachite box.
Yes.
And I would like to show them, are we still doing this piece?
Yes, okay. We're doing both of those. Okay.
Why don't we do the charity item first?
We have other items, or did you want to?
Well, what are you holding on to right now?
So the hearts? We have amethyst obelisks, we have quartz hearts, we have Hessianite garnet.
I want to do all the hearts. I want to hold the obelisks.
Okay.
Unless anybody came for the amethyst obelisk, you can let us know. Otherwise, we'll save those for the next sale. And then let's do the merlinite wands and then the charity item.
Okay, so the hearts, merlinite, and then charity? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And giveaway. Okay.
Now, I think it was 3 Denvers ago, Dave bought me a faceted heart that looks just like this, and it's one of my treasures. So if you want a faceted quartz heart, we did bring these back from Denver this year. We only have 10 of them. They're hand cut. They're hand faceted. These are the most beautiful crystal hearts I've ever seen. They're clear quartz. They're water clear. You can scan with these. The small ones are 2 inches. The medium are 3 inches. They're all under $100. So get your fingers ready. Aren't they gorgeous? And then we're going to do the Hessianite garnet next, Lynn May. So we're right on top of that. Okay. $89 for the small, 2 inches. I have 3. $99 for the medium. I have 7. They're 3 inches. And those are Brazil.
And we do have to do the last one, too. Thank you,
Oh, the last
Alyssa.
one, yeah.
We'll do that. I think
they
both of the other ones
gorgeous?
are still available, too.
These are gorgeous. Now, you know, I'm a big jewelry girl. If you really wanted to, yes, you could wear that.
I don't recommend that.
It's a little bit big.
I mean, it's not that I think it's too big. I think it's too big and heavy for wire wrapping.
Yeah, I don't
At
know.
least-
I think our team would look at me like I had 5 heads.
That's
but
what I'm like. Let's. Team Mishy, it's
you
not
can blame
me.
it on me. Athena said we can wire wrap it.
Should we show the wand?
I'm glad
really
you love that
fast?
too. Yeah, we do have one more wand left. I don't know. Team SG do the other ones.
I think they're still available.
Okay, so we'll show you the wands real quick.
Yeah, I don't think they've had the chance to let me know if anything else is left.
Yeah.
But,
Team SG, we would love that update. If you can, let us know. I know it's a lot. Rachel has stepped out for just a minute, but if you guys can let us know, even in just one comment, what's left, and that way we can remind everybody.
I know it's easier when we do one at a time. but-
Rachel really wanted the Herkimer ring.
Oh, she did?
Mhm.
I didn't know that.
I
Should we just
know.
give? Should we?
Oh, no, Rachel in the feed. Rachel Drennan.
Oh, I thought you were talking about our Rachel. I was like, oh, I didn't hear her say
Yeah,
that.
Rachel did,
we
so.
can do that too. So this
Okay.
is the final one. I think this is really, really special.
That's a beautiful one.
I don't know. I've grown a bond with Mother Mary recently. Actually, just her sweet, nurturing nature has felt really good to me, and I love that this one has her on it right there. I think
does.
it's beautiful.
And where your thumb goes is lepidolite, so that you chill the fuck out.
Yeah, with lithium. Chill the
So you're
fuck
gonna
out.
relax.
She's gonna help you relax. There's mystic topaz right there, and then this side is a double terminated sodalite,
So that you release fear.
fear releasing, and then over here is a scolasite, which is an ancestral connection stone, and I love that. It's with the Mary. I think this is so sweet. I've never seen
Scolasite
one.
is the peace stone of the Synergy 12
And
too.
peace.
Mhm.
So this is really a fear releasing.
pretty.
It's okay. You're held. Oh, it's you're held.
It is a
that's
held-
that's
it's a
what
you're
it feels
held
like
wand.
to me. I've never seen a wand like this. So
This
Like
one
$2.
is $899
yeah, Joy
in
Ellen
sterling
says,
silver.
Joy Ellen says Mother Mary is crucial in my healing right now. I think so too.
Well, you guys have seen my Mary that
Yeah, she's
Zoe and I
beautiful.
painted. I mean, Mary's very important to me. The only thing I have of my aunts who died in 1980, she was very young. The only thing I have of hers is a Mother Mary pendant in sterling silver. And it's interesting because she wasn't Catholic. She's like me, where it's just like she wasn't Catholic, but she was very connected to Mother Mary. So I'm really glad that you guys feel connected to it too.
Yeah, I think she's really special.
Mhm.
This is very, very special.
So that's there. That's all in sterling silver.
I believe we still have the other two wands left as well. So if you guys were interested
Yeah,
in
just
that,
a reminder, somebody needs to get that wand. That wand is is one of the coolest wands we've ever brought you. This is hematite in quartz with sunstone, ruby, strawberry quartz, and rutilated copper sphere. There's copper rutile there, and that one is $999. And then we have the clear quartz with the sunstone, which is $1,099. So $899, $999, $1099.
So those
For
are
the
there.
wands, so those are
as
there.
well.
And then, then I want to talk about, let's talk. So this is going to be really quick. These are super affordable. If you are, we're doing.
Oh wait,
Hessianite.
did you want to do
no,
this?
we can do the Hessianite.
I can do this first. If that's what you were gearing up for, I just
was gearing
wasn't
up
sure.
for it.
Yeah, let's do this one.
Okay, so indigo gabbro is very interesting because it's a radical healing stone. It's got manganese in it. It's got mica in it, so it is a physical healer. But it's also a stone of magic. It activates the third eye and the root chakra. So it keeps you safe during your magical work. It's very good for moving energy in the body, especially energies of illness and pain. And so a lot of our customers come to us for these wands. This is rounded on both ends, so you can do a lot of really good focused body work with these wands too. You can either roll it on the skin or you can use the rounded ends for massage and body work. The 3 to 4 inch are under $40. I have 22 of them. The 4 to 5 inch are under $50. I have 15 of those. And then the 4 inch, 5 to 6 inch, I have 19 of those under $60. And these are all hand carved and hand polished, which is really cool. This is indigo gabbro from Madagascar is the stone that you're looking at. And it really is a stone of magic, but it's also a stone of healing. And it gets underestimated for its healing properties because most people just focus on the third eye properties of it. And yes, it has those properties too, but the healing aspects of it are very powerful. So the small is 39, the medium is 49, and the large is 59, if you would like. Indigo gabbro.
I think they're pretty.
And
And look at
massage
the
ones.
sparkles. They've got sparkles.
That's all the mica. Isn't that cool? Mm-hmm.
I think it's pretty.
It is beautiful. And they grow with feldspar, so sometimes they'll have a little bit of like, almost like a moonstone light play across the surface that we call eventurescence. Isn't that cool? So congratulations. So Team SG has put up the small, so if you want the small, you can comment now. They put up the medium, so you can comment now. And then they'll put up the large, so you can comment too.
Are you wearing the Herkimer ring?
No,
You said someone was asking for a Herkimer
they were
ring.
asking for a Herkimer ring.
I don't
Do
think
we not have one?
I don't think we even
maybe,
have a
maybe she
Herkimer
was
ring.
asking for the Moonstone ring.
Maybe.
I do want to show you these Hessianite hearts, though. I will tell you, and congratulations on the indigo gabbro.
Yeah, there's no Herkimer rings.
Okay.
It's cute.
These are all hand carved by Schramm. These are, I have 40 of these. This is Hessianite garnet with diopside and cliniclor, the same as the Ganesha, under $40. This is a stone of wealth and healing. Isn't it beautiful? And every single one hand carved by human hands, no machines. Isn't that cool? Hessianite garnet in India is known as the Gomed, G-O-M-E-D. And as long as you have enough Hessianite garnet in any piece to total 2 carats or more, which this definitely is, then it's considered a massive stone for attracting wealth and abundance. So these are $39. I have 40 of them. That is a cool find for tonight and made just for our sale. And I love that combination of stones. I love that you can have a stone that's both for abundance and for healing in the same stone. Isn't that cute? I'm so glad you like it. So Team SG will just in a second, they'll put that up and then you can comment. We did 2 kind of bigger quantity items back to back, so they'll have to breathe for a second. But congratulations on your Hessianite hearts.
I saw Team SG say that the strawberry quartz wand has been claimed.
Yay! Who got it? I want to know. That's my favorite one.
I do still think we have the other 2 left.
We still have the Sunstone wand and the Mother Mary wand, but I want to know who got my strawberry quartz wand. I love it so much.
I did see somebody wanted to see, they were asking for the amethyst obelisks.
Okay, let's do amethyst obelisks.
Okay, so that's number 4.
And then we'll do the charity item, please.
Yes.
Okay. These came from Denver. This is Dream Amethyst. Dream Amethyst is
It's so cool.
I do still lose my mind a little bit. I mean, I know amethyst was the first stone I ever bought when I was a kid, and it's hexagonal. And part of the reason I love Dream Amethyst, each one of those is a little amethyst point, like an inner child. And look how it explodes like a flower.
It's so cool.
Amethyst and smoky quartz in this obelisk.
You can see the points
at
going
that.
down in some places too.
It looks like a flower. These are, and these are affordable too. These are under $80 for 6 to 7 inch. And these are like 2 to 3 inch wide obelisks. To get these for well under $100 is nuts. So since you wanted these, you can use these as a centerpiece of grids because there's quartz in the matrix. But I'm telling you, they're all beautiful like this. It's a total mandala, isn't it, Michelle? You're so right, Michelle. It totally has that like mandala flower explosion situation. Isn't that gorgeous? They're all like this. I mean, they're not, and it's nature, right? So you're not going to have the exact pattern on every single one, but you will see those inclusions. And that's part of why we love Dream Amethyst. It's microcrystalline amethyst in smoky quartz matrix versus just amethyst, which is macrocrystalline. So with macrocrystalline amethyst, you're going to have 1 point from a big cluster. With microcrystalline amethyst, you're going to have lots of tiny points in a matrix of smoky quartz. Does that make sense? So it's a macro-micro thing. $79. I have 14 of them. I only have 14.
Get it, guys. I mean, seriously.
Get it.
Get it good.
Get it. Got it. I see it. I want it. I like it. I got it. And I don't think that's how it goes. My daughter's always like, that's not how Ariana said it.
It's getteth.
I like it, I want it, I see it, I got it. But that's not it. I see it, I like it, I want it, I got it.
I don't know. Ariana
It's so
Grande
annoying to
songs.
However I do it, though, it's wrong. You know what I mean? Like, if I go, oh, okay, then it's I want it, I see it, I like it, I got it. She's like, ugh.
Charity. Should we show the wandlets, or do you want to move past
Congratulations on your... Yeah, we'll save wandlets for next time, just because I'm a little bit on the...
Yeah, you're not
on the sticky side.
Let's get...
but let's do our charity.
Some winners, so maybe there's a smaller quantity.
We're just going to do charity and giveaway, and then we're done. Yeah. Ta-da!
Let's wait on the giveaway while they're selecting winners.
Yeah, you gotta... We can't do the giveaway yet.
But we will do it.
This is nuts. And I totally see, like, I see a moon here for me personally. I see that. It's the big reveal.
I love this piece so much, you guys.
This is 6 inches of quartz, lepidolite, pink tourmaline, clevelandite, blue tourmaline.
Yeah, there is a spot, and it's so sparkly.
It's super sparkly.
There is a spot with like a big chunk of indicolite that I saw earlier. Oh, here it is.
Do you see the moon on the side too? Yeah, there's like a bar of blue tourmaline in there.
Right there.
Which is the rarest color of tourmaline. This is our charity item for tonight. It's under $500. Who's going to get this one? And then all of your proceeds of your purchase go to the charity of your choice.
This is basically like a huge ass lepidolite.
But show them the moon.
Are you talking about this? Yeah.
Isn't that gorgeous? That's a Clevelandite moon. I see a crescent moon.
Yeah, I see it too.
Clevelandite, by the way, is another trauma healer. It's very calming for your emotional state. $4.99. Who wants it? Ready, go. Team SG, let's send it on the purple pillow too, because you kind of need the purple pillow.
It looks nice.
Oh, I'm totally including it, Tracy. Like, can you even imagine? It's like, even it is like, I go with the pillow, right?
I love the little spot of indicolite right
That is
there.
so special. And the lights look like an owl face on it. Do you see it? Like
yeah,
it's like,
it does, and the indicolite's the
pretty
big...
handsome, so...
It's a Posker again. Imposker.
Yeah, but he only has one voice for weird things, so...
It's so pretty.
I like big balls, and I can't lie.
Are they still picking winners? Do you know, Rachel?
Congratulations.
Okay. I just don't want to go to the giveaway quite yet, because it's going to make the feed go and then they'll lose it.
Did anybody come for a wandlet? We can show you a wandlet really quick. We had 2. We have a Dendritic and Moldavite wandlet. You want to see it?
Oh yeah, someone did say they wanted Moldavite.
That's a pretty good wandlet. Druzy Aura Quartz, Moldavite, and Dendritic. That one is $349. It's all in sterling silver. These are wands / pendants / pendulums. $349. And then the other wandlet we had tonight while we're waiting for Team SG is Lemurian quartz with blue topaz and a Herkimer diamond on the bottom with a little hummingbird, which I think is beautiful.
Maybe this is the Herkimer diamonds they were asking.
Well, maybe that's what they were asking about. Yeah, this one is $269. Little Lulu Bee got the lepidolite sphere. Congratulations!
Oh, congratulations.
It's a big sphere for a little Lulu Bee. And you can let us know. So when your invoice comes, just let Team SG know what charity you want us to donate to, and then we'll send all $499 to your charity of your choice. And I love seeing all of the Garnet Heart winners. Congratulations if you're getting the Garnet Hearts too. Those are really special. Okay, so the little Topaz wandlet is up if you would like that, and the Moldavite wandlet I think is up too.
Yeah, I saw them comment for that.
So congratulations, those are there.
All right, and then I think we can do
Yes.
it. Okay, perfect. So
We
this
can do it.
This is special. So not only is this special because it is a malachite box, which is already pretty insane. It's malachite on the inside too. It's got the hinges.
It's hinged.
So this is a malachite box worth a lot.
A lot.
I don't know off the top of my head. Okay, this alone is already worth over $500.
Yeah, closer to $1,000, guys. This is solid malachite from the Congo. I would like to send it with some bundles and some Palo Santo sticks.
I love that. Yeah.
Unless you don't want it. Whoever wins the giveaway, if you would like it, I'd love to send you a couple of sage bundles and Palo Santo sticks, and let this be kind of like your sacred smudge container.
That's really nice.
And then, if you don't need the smudge, give it away to somebody, and you can put other stuff in there. You can put your weed in there.
Or your other incense.
Oh.
Or your
Weed.
chocolate stash.
You can put your weed in there.
It's the feminine healing stone.
It's too that SNL skit is too old now. Like, people are like, what do you mean put my weed in there? Like, and plus weed's everywhere now, so it's not even special to put your weed in there.
I think it's still special. This is the feminine healing stone, so I like the idea of making it a chocolate stash box.
Oh.
Because who feminine heals without some form of chocolate?
This is true.
But it will come with...
I tend to
your
feminine heal with
stone.
Cheetos, personally, and
There's
whiskey.
the sugar fina, the chocolates, they go with the cordials that have like little mini trams of alcohol.
Are you serious?
Oh,
Yes.
so
They have
good.
vodka, rum. I have a
Really?
Scotch one at home
Oh,
right now.
that
Okay,
sounds
I need
amazing.
that.
Yes, I will make sure everyone has one. of
Rachel's
those.
going
Yeah,
to
that
provide
sounds so
us. She's
good.
going to
Yeah, It'll be
enable.
perfect for that.
Oh my god.
Chocolate filled. Wait, is it
need
is
it.
it
Little
alcohol
mini trams
filled?
of real alcohol inside the chocolate, like a little crisp ball.
That sounds so good. Stop. That's amazing. That's what this needs to be filled
That's
with.
I'm gonna bring a box for it for tomorrow.
Yeah.
That
I
sounds
like
I
that.
so
will donate that for
good.
this.
Oh,
She's
she said she'll
donating.
donate
Oh my
one to
God,
this
I love
malachite
that.
box. I love it.
I
Or this
love
big
that too.
malachite box, honestly.
Mhm. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I think I know where this is going. And it's what I'm going to say about it, what I'm hearing from my guides. I hope it resonates with you. It's funny because Annette, when you showed up to the sale tonight, I just had a feeling. I didn't know what exactly was going to happen, but I do feel like this is for you. But what my spirit guides are telling me to tell you is, and then it kind of makes me kind of weepy. Have your mom needs to put something in here for you.
Oh.
Like, maybe she needs to write you a letter and put it in there, and maybe you don't read it right now. Or maybe there's something from your mom that needs to go in there for you to keep. Or maybe your mom keeps it for a little while. Maybe this goes to your mom first, and then you keep it, and then it goes to, one of your children. But I do feel like this is for Annette Chastain.
Congratulations.
I do. Does that resonate with you at all? I don't like to tell people what to do, but I really have this overwhelming sense of like, somehow your mom is connected to it. And I don't know if it's, again, some kind of heirloom, something that she's got that she can put in there for you, or like a little letter that she writes you that you don't read right now. They're wedding rings. Oh my God.
Oh. That's really beautiful, Annette. Wedding rings. I love that from malachite.
It's such a stone of love and wisdom and discernment and all the things that I feel like your mom and your parents' relationship really represented.
There's actually a little bit of Chrysocolla on here too.
Yeah, show that to Annette. She'll appreciate that. Check this out, Annette.
I just noticed. It's showing up.
It's blue. In the room,
There's
it's
like a blue spot right there.
Look in that little feathery part. So when you get it,
Yeah.
Annette, look for that. There's a little blue Chrysocolla on the back.
It's on the back, yeah.
I know. It makes me emotional.
Aww.
And she said her mom was crying too. She felt it too. Didn't you feel it? I always say I live for these moments. My job is to get things in the hands of the people who are supposed to have them. And what an honor for me, Your parents' wedding rings are going to go in there, Annette, for fuck's sake. Woo! Cheers. And thanks for bringing your mom here tonight, because that was real meaningful
It was really sweet.
for all of us. All right, well, this is one of my favorite gem shows of the year, and I wasn't feeling well. I didn't know what it was going to be like. So thank you for helping me stay strong, and thank you to Rachel and Alexys for taking good care of me. And I'm glad I made it through, and I'm glad I was here for this. These moments are really precious. Woo. Okay, so last chance for Soul Shift and Crystal Masters tonight to sign up for the retreat.
It's right here.
Tomorrow everybody can sign up. I'm teaching shadow work for the only time this year. It's $89 for 8 hours of me and Tara and Alexys. And right now, Soul Shifters, you can use your code for 23% off the retreat if you'd like to join. Space is limited, so when we open to the public tomorrow, register early. Okay, the retreat is October 29th. It's on a Saturday. It's 8 hours. It'll be recorded, so if you have to miss it, you can watch it later. We're taking notes for you. And your $89 includes your journal, a little golden sheen mushroom amulet, and the shadow shimmer, the dark shimmer that we're going to use during the retreat. So you get everything you need. There's nothing you need that isn't included. So yeah, so if you're feeling called to that retreat, you can go to sagegoddess.com. But for members and programs, you have to register before midnight tonight. And I'm really glad that you're joining us. If you shop tonight, you're going to get an invoice tomorrow. And then you're going to pay that invoice. And then we're going to ship your goodies to you. And remember what I said, everything ships for free in the U.S. It's $5 per item outside the U.S. And you'll find that invoice in your email tomorrow once Team SG processes everything. I want to thank Team SG. Behind the scenes, you guys do so much work to make this all happen. So thank you to every single one of you behind the scenes, and Karen too, who's probably there. And it was wonderful to be with you. If you're in Soul Shift, we have class tomorrow, session 3. We're journeying with Kuan Yin and her dragon. And then I'm doing live readings for the second half of class with a Kuan Yin oracle deck.
Oh, lovely.
That's going to be beautiful. So tomorrow's whole class is about compassion. If I'm the Chinese perspective, because we're studying China this month. And then Thursday is our fall equinox ceremony at 6 p.m. and live crystal readings for Crystal Masters at 3 p.m. So there's still a lot more of me. Or 4 p.m.
I think the live crystal readings, because we're trying to streamline when live crystal readings are happening. So I believe they're scheduled for the new moon, which is on Sunday.
Can you confirm that? Because I thought I saw it on my calendar.
Yeah, live crystal readings.
What's tomorrow
Sunday.
then? Nothing?
I don't know.
Or Thursday?
Tomorrow? Thursday.
I don't know. I just work here.
No, it's on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's Sunday. And then you get to see me Sunday for the new moon.
Yeah, and
new moon is my favorite. New moon is my favorite moon phase. So please, if you can. Those are both free public ceremonies. Thursday for fall equinox and Sunday for new moon. So we would love to have you there. It's always free and fun. And that's what I got for you tonight. So I'm going to go lay down and send this one home, and Rachel, and we'll see you tomorrow for Soul Shift. Have a great rest of your